how long we can go for today's session. But anyway, we are going to be starting things off here on Blizzard World. Interesting enough to go on Blizzard World first, but that's how the queue works, and that's how we're going to get in started with our OverRush PH scrims. We do see Lone now going to be on that Reinhardt to start things off. Calamda's going to be on that Widowmaker, looking for a sniper too, but we'll have to go for a duel against Mechanica right now on the Red Widow. Timor though going for a quick little peek and gets the headshot there onto Mechanica. Rayla bringing back the Widowmaker to life, and here comes the Mercy now gonna push on in with the rest of the squad. As Roni and Lone now gonna smack heads into one another. 5-star can be tossed on outload. Gonna push on in with Vigilance in the backline with some support as well from Chiaki. It looks like the blue team gonna be cascading on and moving in as a triumvirate unit to go to the left hand side, but as Roni pushing on, gets that charge, connecting on to Lone. The red team now on to the left hand side, but they have lost both their Ana and their Reinhardt. Now Rayla getting picked off. Calamdus gets a snipe as well onto RPG, and welcome guys to OverRush PH scrims. Kudos to Rayla for bringing in a few more set of friends again. Of course, with her is as Roni, RPG now coming in, as well as Shinigami. On the other hand, here for the blue squad, we still have our stalwarts tomorrow: Vigilance, Chiaki, Calamdus, Rebirth, and Lone to go in with the regular team. But Asroni now gonna toss out that Fire Strike to get a solid opening now for the red squad. Without the Widowmaker, they don't have to contend with much along the way in terms of backline support. Rebirth though sniping for himself, gets a headshot onto Shinigami. Earth Shatter, they're tossed on out by Asroni, and the red team now gonna cascade onto the left hand side. Grab the surge though, tossed out by Chiaki. Rebirth trying to do some damage as well, but this is gonna be a nano boost here onto Asroni. Gonna contend now with the Transcendence from the Zenyatta. There's the charge, but no damage is done due to the invulnerable state. The blue team though gonna start backing off because they have seen that they have lost the red team, the first checkpoint here to the red squad. Accelerator even sniping out Calamdus there, and this is gonna be the red team right now, just pushing on in with some staggers. Reaper though still alive, and we have a grab and surge now from the side of RPG, but the only one who gets caught in will be Lone, and the Reinhardt, they're just walking straight inside of it. Chiaki now just into the middle again. Gets a takedown there onto Rayla. Accelerator just trying to do some damage, but RPG now really low, will fall. Chiaki on the other hand going for the push alongside Lone, and this is going to be the blue team now taking control of the payload. Interesting that they're still defending the first point even with the payload capture. Lone with the perfect intercept there, saving Chiaki's bacon, and this is going to be the blue team now congregating again by the corner. So that was a beautiful charge there by Lone to protect his Zarya along the way. We do see Mechanica now switching over to the McCree and looking for an opportunity to get a pick off, but Calamdus instead getting to along the way. Accelerator will get the trade back, but this is still gonna be the blue team in heavy control because the tank line not really in sync compared to Lone and Chiaki. So far so good here for the blue squad. They have 4 ultimates ready, and they are gonna have the Shatter and the Infrasides pretty soon. We do see Shinigami though forcing things out with the Dragon Blade, gonna get a Transcendence in response. Here's a Graviton Surge right now. Chiaki getting 3, doing some damage alongside Timora. 3 kills going to the Hanzo. We have a Shatter also from Asaroni, but it's just not gonna be enough. It's just way too late there from the Reinhardt. The blue squad right now staying on with the defense, and this has been a solid effort so far. So a minute has elapsed here for this more or less spawn camp defense by the blue squad. The red team switching things over, gonna go for the Doomfist, gonna go for the Hanzo. Shatter though coming out from Lone, and he's hungry for blood. He's hungry from some meals rent from Snakaramos, and Timora now getting 2 kills again with the flank onto the right hand side. We do see Accelerator getting caught out. Will the Ana fall? Shinigami now with a perfect intercept. Again, another hero play, this time for the red squad. But Shinigami needs to get topped up, gonna get healed up though by Rilla to give her some ult charge. Mechanica now on that Roadhog, and the problem here for the red team is no one is playing a main tank role. No one is really playing a proper tank to defend their team. They're all going for some damage options, but they have to contend with the rampaging Reinhardt and the high energy Zarya here out in front. Mechanica now with the hook, and here comes the red team with the push. Nano boost though coming on out onto RPG. In response, Chiaki gonna go for the grab very early, and that might actually go in the way of the red team pretty well because they have forced out the grab and they didn't use the blade. So we will see how Rebirth is gonna try to counteract this. It was gonna be important though if how Rebirth will play against Accelerator in this situation. Has to get away from the Bio Grenade, has to block the Bio Grenade with his own body along the way. But so far so good still for the blue squad. The red team running out of time, but they have got to pick up. Aceroni now whipping out the Dragon Strike into the central passageway, and this is gonna be the red team now gonna go for the flank onto the right hand side, but the blue squad is all the way in backstage, pocketing up their Calamitous Widowmaker. But now Callum takes a nap and will fall to the hand of Aceroni after Mechanic as well, working to his element, gets a takedown on the Rebirth. The Whole Hog there just doing so much damage, and the Brigitte now brought back to life along the way. Ang pwedeng bago maglaro ng stretch. Yeah, the Mauls are gonna be a little iffy there, but this is gonna be still the blue team gonna go for the push with 2 ultimates ready in their name. Vigilance right now on the right hand side. Lone marching on, going up the stairs. Here comes the charge right now, but Lone smashing into the wall instead. Shinigami though spotting out the Reinhardt, and here comes a few swings along the way. Chiaki though with a takedown onto 1, and this is gonna be the blue team now with a spear advantage. Can they force the red team to back on out? Yes they can, because the Brigitte is no match for the Reinhardt in a 1v1 situation. Shinigami though gonna go for the whip shot, but gets a shatter in return, and there you go with Lone just bringing along Metallica for the ride. Kalana's getting a snipe, and this is gonna be the blue team like a stampede, just pushing on in all the way. Chiaki though caught out by the Dragon Strike, and he's gonna use that for a little bit of a charge right there. Has been on high energy most of the game. RPG now though really low. The Genji hopping around, and there's the takedown from Chiaki. Shinigami on the other hand pushing on in, and will be able to pick off Calamitous along the way. The red squad right now keeping on with the pressure, but still Chiaki lost at the Gravity Surge a while ago and has a lot of damage here thanks to his energy. 3 kills now for the blue squad. The red team has only 5 seconds remaining to try and force something out. Can anyone make it to the other side? Looks like they're gonna play team deathmatch instead. Nanabu's going the way of RPG, but still the red squad way too far off from the payload, and that's gonna be the round. Overwatch best game by the way. I don't know what's up today with y'all, but yeah, we'll see how long we can go. So if you guys don't know yet, there is gonna be another stream later, Scrim League at 9:30. Besides that, I don't think it's on the page yet. Minecraft stream when I don't have it. I don't have Minecraft, dude. I'm gonna be a let's player. Let's play Minecraft. Dude, I'm not. I'm amazed people still play this game. Same Nero. You still keep going. You still keep going. Maybe here's the class starting. Overwatch KD8 to revive the scene. Let's go Blizzard. Hanzo, Genji, Okri, 76 boy band. No, it's gonna be a boy band between all the cute boys of Overwatch. Get into position. So today on Daks Eats while casting, we have some stew. Some pork stew with mushrooms. So yeah. Columbus now gonna be on that with the Maker, looking for a few side times. Shinigami, interesting enough, gonna be playing as Symmetra. And finally, the red team gonna have a Orisa here to form as a main tank. For the red squad, they are gonna take the high ground defense. Lone already gonna march on in, and Calamitous getting a beautiful pick off, spotting out Aceroni by the corner of his eye. Good shield play though from Metallica and really getting the reds, but Aceroni falling immediately. You never want to do a middle maker in that situation, especially when he has a perfect tracking headshot onto your face. For the blue squad, they have been able to force the red team off their perch, and now we do see a rotation here from the red squad to back on out to the point, but Chiaki and Lone gonna push on in as a unit. RPG though into the backline, gets rid of Rebirth, and that's a huge pick off onto the Zenyatta. Punch now connecting onto Lone, but the bubble is there in time to prevent any further damage. Shinigami popping up the Photon Barrier. Coalescence in response here from Vigilance, can just go through walls, can go through barriers, and just can go through the bodies of the red squad. 3 kills now to the name of the blue team. Here comes the Biorb, and Vigilance is showing everyone how it's done to play the Moira. Shinigami though able to punish this aggressive play. Now Accelerator, the only one left, caught out in the middle, getting clanged up by Calamitous, gets 2 headshots before he gets felled by a quick little machine gun fire. And now the blue team getting 5 minutes on the clock, and that is a pretty standard time here for the blue team right now. They have a really good setup to go for the push. On the other hand, the red team needs to regroup and needs to figure out how to play their Symmetra in this lineup. Metallica though still staying on TD Orisa. Maybe a Reinhardt would be a lot better here for the red team, or even a Winston. I feel like the Orisa just not gonna work out in a open area such as Blizzard World. But anyway, for the blue squad right now, they are trying to take high ground with Calamitous. Going for some snipes, gets the Sentry turret, and RPG coordinating well with Shinigami. Just enough pressure there from the Symmetra to keep the Widowmaker in place. The Doomfist now just going ham, getting 3 kills in the name of the red squad. Wants to go for the punch there on Chiaki, half HP for the Zarya, but he gets the back one out with an interesting transcendence here from Rebirth. But yeah, mini turret blocked my bullets. Yeah, exactly, that can happen. Black Ops best game. I wanna play Blackout. But yeah, anyway, we were doing fine already. We have found a rhythm in Blackout, dude. As now we do see some sneaky play. Timura and Chiaki skulking around. The Lone Ranger though gonna come out onto the right hand side, gonna combat roll in to just die, but it's gonna be enough for Lone to get a perfect shatter there. A beautiful setup there from the Reinhardt, the McCree providing such an awesome distraction as well. Aceroni now under a lot of trouble, getting felled by the Reinhardt, but Aceroni still staying on to the point. Here comes RPG again, Chiaki now taking care of 2, and that was a really interesting play there from Timura that worked out in their favor. Everyone focused on the McCree so quickly, it allowed Lone to just march on in, and that's the problem with running on Orisa against the Reinhardt. The moment the Reinhardt steps past your shield, you're just gonna get slammed into the ground immediately. To the name now of Chiaki, we do see Accelerator though ready with a chance, and that's gonna be forced on out Coalescence. So coming out from Vigilance, this is gonna be a straight line push here from the blue squad. Can they actually make it to the end, as it's gonna be 1-for-1 trade right now. Rayla now falling to the Biorb. Aceroni too far off from the payload, and that's gonna be GG. Welcome guys to our scrims, and that's the first game.
Play of the game. Fire at will. Double, triple, quadruple kill.
Blue team winning that one pretty handily. When's that gonna come out? What time did I schedule that post to come out on? I think it was like 7:30. But so yeah, 9:30 we're gonna have a Scrim League game for everyone. Just you know, just a quick fire. Let's see that they have damn dogs. Yeah, I think I lost count. Ow! Ow, Lone's down. Toxic AF. Dogs cast. I mean, it's hard because they don't talk much. You have dog farm. I have dog farm. Oh, dog ka pala, Daks. Ow! Bark, bark, motherfucker. But anyway, okay lang. Bugugin ka na si Vigilance pag may oras. But anyway, so gonna be the blue team and the red team meeting each other here on Night Market. And interesting enough, we have Jikama back into the game again. Jikama, I don't know why you're playing right now. Black Ops is not under maintenance, so is not Flyf, so why are you playing Overwatch? But we'll see. It's always great to have Jikama, and Galahad gonna be on that wrecking ball as well. But the blue team right now getting 2 because the red squad does leave behind their support line. And that's a bit of a problem. For the red team, they have a wrecking ball and a roadhog. While both players are good at the heroes that they have chosen, their lineup is very unsynergetical. Billy and Sweetfry can't even get in position to properly with the Ana and the Brigitte. I don't know where the Brigitte is gonna set up along the way, so maybe Sweetfry will switch on over to the Mercy, and Jikama go for something like a Diva or something, or Galahad gonna be staying on maybe a Reinhardt to stabilize things. But we'll see right now as Metanica is flying up into the skyline. Timura getting a headshot there onto Billy, and he's gonna go for the flank to the left hand side. 3 kills to the name of Timura. Jikama though with a beautiful hook and just reeling them in like a sweet little fish right there. Galahad though gonna go for the contest alongside Metanica, and the red squad actually getting pickoffs one by one. The blue team not able to congregate with their numbers advantage. Jikama now pushing on in, bobs the Hulog, pushing the Reinhardt to the side, and Lone is gonna be alone there, gonna fall on his own. Chiaki forced on out. And the red squad right now gaining the point on back with sheer force alone. Absolutely no tactics there. The Roadhog, the Wrecking Ball, and the Pharah, the only ones able to get in position. Now Calam's gonna switch over to the Sombra to try and counteract Galahad and his antics. Now Galahad gonna go for the pile driver, gonna pop the mines first, however. Just go for some explosives. Transcend is now popped here by Rebirth, and the blue team gonna go for the push offensively. But can they actually get a pick off or two? Jikama forced on out. Here comes Galahad again. Pile driver into the middle of the line. Chiaki though with beautiful focus fire, and Calamitous probably hacking up the wrecking ball along the way. Now he's invisible again. Go for the Transocate. Gonna go for assassination play there onto Arctaniel. In the meantime, the point though being captured by the blue squad. Arctaniel winning out the duel against the Sombra, and the blue squad right now staying on the point and will be able to get the flip. Now we do see Galahad though with a contest a little too late. Gonna go for the corner. Arctaniel though using the space given here by the Wrecking Ball to go for some pickoffs onto the spawn point. Arctaniel now having it for sight and gets a beautiful headshot there onto Vigilance, going for the Zenyatta next, but Rebirth staying outside. Jikama though, perfect hook onto Lone, and now the red squad staying onto the point again, getting the flip on back. This has gotten to be a lot closer than anyone would expect. Metallica though just floating around. Galahad now pushing on and needs the health back, needs to get healed up, but Timura has other plans and gets that kill. Jikama though with a counter, just going for a basic ass push. Lone right now in a spot of trouble, will get whole hog down. Chiaki though will get to the corner. Now we do see the hack there from Calamitous. Shatter comes on out, but Arctaniel still getting to along the way. This Widowmaker showing everyone how it's done. Calamitous gonna try to go for a flank right now and getting ready with the EMP. But anyway, the red squad does have a few ultimates to their names. The mines and the rally are available. Sweetfry taking control of the close quarter combat. Pile driver now connecting up on top. Galahad gets hacked up, however, by Calamitous, but there is some clutch heals there from Sweetfire along the way. Now the rally comes on in, and this with the red team very strong in the front line. The rally giving some armor, giving some HP, and just allowing the red town to go for the all-in push. Sweetfry holding that mouse one down and gets a shield bash onto Calamitous as well. This is gonna be a one-man brigade to push there, courtesy of Sweetfry. And the red team right now in prime position to take this. Can anyone from the blue team get on back to the point? Coalesce is now popped here by Vigilance, but the blue team now having no ability gets met by the rocket barrage there from Mechanica as well, and the red team gets it 100-55.
Double. 0 to 1.
I'm back in the fight.
Yeah, kudos to the red squad for making their lineup work. That's the most interesting part of this one, honestly. But Billy though going to switch on over to the Lucio for the second round.
5, 4, 3.
Rebirth gonna follow suit with his own, and there we go. The blue team right now gonna come on in with an interesting double off tank composition with Lone on the Roadhog here, and gets pooped off by Mechanica. It is the red team in firm control of the point. The red team right now gonna go for the push. Mechanica though having free reign out in the skyline. Calamitous unable to get some shots on out, and Billy with the overextension alongside Jikama. Gets a boop there onto Kalam. The Widowmaker gonna fall on out with some help there from the Lucio and Nafara. The red squad right now gonna go for the contest and will be able to get the capture immediately along the way. The Moira though gonna switch things over, gonna be on that Pharah. Will we see Vigilance on the Moira as well? That is gonna be an interesting conundrum to try and counteract Mechanica on his own. The red team honestly doesn't have too much healing with the Lucio, with the Brigitte in their corner. So for the red squad, it is going to be a fast and furious approach alongside Galahad and Jikama. Speaking of Galahad though, he's launched himself up into the air. We do see Jikama now following suit. The red team just 3-man in, all in push. Jikama though gets pocketed up and gets out alive rather. But now it's Lone who gets caught on out, and there you go. We do see whip shot from Sweetfry, while just Lone's movement there, making himself fall down along the way. Calamitous though, beautiful headshot there onto Mechanica, and he's gonna go for the payload. He's going for the point rather, as Galahad now pile driver into the backline. Vigilance forced on out. The red team just being very chaotic, very erratic. Billy though gets a boop onto Vigilance before he gets taken down by Calamitous, and the red squad still keeping on with the point. Hanamura getting booped to the left hand side, needs to get on out with the Pharah. And I feel like for Timura, if he gets a Mercy, it's gonna be a lot easier for the blue team to actually go for the push. Calamitous still gonna switch things over, gonna be on the McCree instead. Jikama on the other hand, ready with the Prime Ridge. And this is gonna be the tank line initiating very handily onto the red squad. Beautiful boop there, but Mechanica not getting much against the Diva and the Pharah. Now Timura giving chase alongside Chiaki, and there you go, Mechanica gonna fall. Timura though, getting free reign to get some shots out. Oh, Jikama! Big mistake there from Jikama, popping the primary range along the way while he's gonna go down. And the red team right now losing a very big ultimate there to try and defend this one. Rocket Barrage though comes on out from Tomorrow. Arctano getting the snipe on out. Billy a little too late with that sound barrier, but still the red team gonna go for the push along the way. Can Metallica make it rain with the Rocket Barrage? The blue team on the other hand ready to coalesce, is ready to self-destruct. Rebirth though has fallen to the Rocket Barrage. Chiaki and Lone pushing on in with their ultimates. Here comes Shikama right now, but he doesn't have a primal range this time, and Lone getting 2 kills in that flip. For the blue team, at the end of this, they were able to get the capture. That was very close, but the red team now just needs one more victory to take the whole map. And there you go, starting things off strong, coming out of the starting gate very quickly as Calamitas though gonna fall down thanks to Mechanica. Here comes Shikama as well alongside Galahad, but the Wrecking Ball focused down along the way. Sweetfry though getting a good boop onto Vigilance. Samora trading it back. Self-destruct available here from Chiaki, but he's too busy working on Archdaniel. The Widowmaker trying to get on out, but this is gonna be some bully play here from the tank line. The blue squad right now staying on, getting the staggers, and will be able to defend that handily. So for the blue team, a solid defense there, using the Roadhog, using their Diva to just outbody the opponent. Calamus for some reason AFK. Hopefully he didn't disconnect, so we don't get a random pause. But there you go, there's the hook now from Lone. Jikama though is a target that he can actually jump on that. Has the primal range available this time, but Tomorrow actually getting a boop there on the Sweetfry. Billy gonna get the trade back with that beautiful boop on the backside of the Roadhog. And here comes a jump on him. Jikama this time propping the primal range properly, looking for some targets to fist around, and he spots out the McCree. Calamitas coming out from spawn just pretty early there, and then self-destruct now comes on out, everyone avoiding it along the way. So for the red team, all they need to do now is get these kills onto this point, but still Jikama will be able to get rid of Vigilance. Soundbarrier though, pop by Rebirth, and the blue squad right now gonna let it rain with the Rob Rod. Shimura getting one. The blue team now gonna go for the push outside again. On the other hand, Mechanica staying out in the skylines, not really making too much of an impact in this situation. Gets a direct hit there from Timora, and another victory here for the blue team. So now all eyes are on Calamitas. He is the only one with an ultimate right now. The Deadeye is going to be beautiful. A beautiful initiation tool here for the blue squad. But Arctano has switched over to the Genji. He does have the Dragon Blade in a bit, but he needs to be protected. And Jikama will be forced to use the shield in that situation. Now Galahad going for the contest, gets hooked up, will not get the shield in time. And the red team right now forced to use the Rock Barrage alertly. Mechanica gonna fall along the way. Sweetfry going for some swings. The red team right now in their straits, as it is gonna be a 99 to 99 situation. 2 kills though in the name of the red god. Here comes the sound barrier, and now Vigilance falling at that second one. And the beautiful Dragon Blade here from Arctano, but he still needs to contend with Timora in the skyline. So for the blue team, they are not out of this fight yet. Lone staying on to the point. Calamus with the Deadeye as well. Now no contest here from the blue squad. The red team will be able to just outbody the blue team in this situation. Calamitas forced to just stand there. In the meantime, Rebirth taking advantage of the distraction, going to go for the contest with the Lucio. Beautiful movement there from that Lucio. Chiaki now goes swooping on in through the window. The Diva trying to protect the Lucio as much as possible, but Chiaki just not having enough of a defensive matrix. Chiaki just beating on that Diva there in the end, and the red team gonna take that one 2-0. That was way close there in that Gardens. The red team is able to win it pretty decisively along the way. Dead account. Why you only have the default skin? It's just dead account. I must finish my dinner real quick, guys. I'll get into the game. I just know the blue team gonna be having a Doomfist here for Shinigami. Fun? Oh, that was a good duel. Alright, let's get into this. So the blue team gonna have a Doomfist here for Shinigami. Mechanica caught out immediately there. Force uses Raid Form, and Arctano now gonna go for the Swift Strike to get rid of Shinigami. So for the red squad, they do have the prime position to go for the contest onto the point. With the blue team having the numbers right now, RPG getting the shot there onto his opponent. In the meantime, it's Arctano here into the backline, just doing some damage there onto the Reinhardt. What he's doing here is trying to charge up his Dragon Blade along the way. Boss back though, gonna fall to Sweetfry. The red team gonna go for the push alongside Sweet Fry here. Rally is available for the red team right now. It's gonna be an interesting regroup here for the red squad as RPG gets a Deadeye into the backline. The red team does have the point, however, but the blue team again having the numbers. The real question is, can they actually get to capture? Aceroni now ready with the Graviton Surge. He's tossing it out onto Sweet Fry. The Brigitte caught out in the air, and the blue team right now only needs to deal with the Wrecking Ball, who's going for some encircle play. Meteor Strike doesn't connect, but the Reinhardt charge does, and Boss Mac getting the touchdown play there on the Galahad. A beautiful catch there from Boss Mac, and now the blue team getting the clip. Galahad just a little too predictable when he goes in a circle like that. Nano Blade though is available, but here comes Rayla right now. The Mercy getting 2 pickups against the red team, courtesy of the Aceroni Graviton Surge. So for the blue squad right now, they are gonna go move to the right hand side. Accelerator though getting a snipe on in to Arctano. And the blue team now gonna go for the push again. Aceroni tossing out some right clicks. Artanica though gonna go for the shadow step to go into the backline. The red team right now gonna push on in again. And we do see Aceroni though really low. Death Blossom comes on out. Here comes the Earth Shatter from the blue squad. Boss Map doesn't get much, but they do get rid of Metallica. And now the boosted Reinhardt now gonna go for the push on in. Sweet Fry gonna fall to the hammer. Boss Map getting 2 along the way. And in the meantime, in the backline, Arctano gets a Dragon Blade on out, Nano boosted as well, and the red team just using the Nano booster more efficiently than the blue squad. The blue team now gonna have to roll on in again with the Reinhardt and the McCree to go for the contest. But the blue squad able to defend this, and I almost choked on a piece of meat there. Who this? I see Rayla and Calamitous. I know, right? Rayla is back, dude. Rayla is back in business. RPG though ready with the Deadeye, gets flashbang onto Galahad, and the Wrecking Ball just putting on the pressure. Rayla though perfect Guardian Angel to rescue RPG along the way. Billy now has been on that Zarya and ready with the Graviton Surge in just a bit. The red team though has felt like a non-factor in most of this game. The blue team having their number. Galahad now taking a nap. We do see the Brigitte. They'll go for the peel, and here goes Shinigami again. Gonna go for a very strong push. Sweet Fry popping the rally along the way. The red team gonna go for the contest with Galahad staying on. Sweet Fry though still having a duel with Aceroni. And what the Zarya is doing is he's charging up his Graviton Surge onto the Brigitte and now giving it over to Shinigami to get that kill. But the red team already getting 3 kills, and looks like that Sleep Dart is a blessing in disguise here for Aceroni, because he was gonna prime the Graviton Surge along the way, but Chikama just beating him to the punch. So for the blue team, they are gonna have the Graviton, they are gonna have the Shatter available, and I was really lucky there for Aceroni, because he got his grab prevented by his opponent and didn't get cancelled. So for the red squad right now, they do need to contend with a set of ultimates on the opposite side. Oh, it's like... There you go, Graviton Surge now coming on out from Aceroni. The blue team getting 2 kills. Nano boost available here for Accelerator as well. But Galahad popping the minds and popping the brain of Neon. And the red squad still staying onto the point. Botanica the combat roll onto the left hand side. And Galahad forcing RPG to move on into that mine. Now the red team gonna go for the zoning Deadeye. Rayla caught in the crossfire. There's the charge though from Boss Mac again, catching out the Wrecking Ball. But still, the blue squad still staying on to this. My teammates are gods. The red team able to defend that even in the face of adversity, even in the face of a Graviton and a Shatter. Rayla now switching over to a Moira. Can the blue team make a difference this time? Nano was available still here for Accelerator, but Chikama and Arctano ready with a Nano Blade. This is gonna be a very coordinated play here from the red squad if they can get the Nano boost in time. There's the boost, there's the blade. Rayla gonna fall immediately. Still strike and a slash connecting. 2 kills now for Arctano. The blue squad tried to conquer it, but they're too late to get onto the point. Thank you. That was a really good flip back by the red team, just able to keep their defense alive even in a Reinhardt Zarya ultimate situation. What they did was they were able to space themselves out enough to not get caught out by the grab, not get caught out by the slam, and just use the mines to fruition. Galahad half lucky and half smart there in his positioning. Like, there were a few situations where the blue squad could have avoided mines, but still, the red team able to turn things around with just the placement of the mines in general. Round 2 right now, and the red team gonna have that 1-0 advantage in favor of the blue squad. Shinigami though gonna go for his pocket Symmetra, and I still feel like the Symmetra is just such a hard hero to play in the first place in this day and age, but the Sentry Turrets are gonna do work. Mechanica forced to use the raid form early, and the Reaper just tried to back on out. Instead, the red team gonna go for the rotation. Arctaniel into the middle, looking for a killer too. Shinigami under allowed the rest. And there you go, Galahad with the grapple gets a takedown onto that Symmetra. The red squad staying onto the point. Billy gonna go for the push again alongside Mechanica and Sweetfire. And 3 kills to the name of the red team. The trio onto the point, just killing everyone inside. Interact key, not bound dance game. In spec, it's always not bound. Now we do see the Dragon Strike right now from RPG. Sweetfire caught on in, and Billy's actually cornered here by the Brigitte. Shinigami able to get the trade back, and this is going to be a good flip here for the blue squad. They have a Brigitte right now instead of Symmetra. They get 3 kills along the way. Jikama with the too much of tunnel vision. Galahad getting hooked up as well by Boss Map. An interesting composition here for the blue squad. They don't have any real tanks along the way. On the other hand, the red team 25% and gonna go for the push with the Nano Blade in hand. Let's stay on Calamitous right now. He has been a very big factor of this push. To say Calamitous, I meant Arctaniel. Damn. Whenever I see a Genji, I really just assume it's Calam in that situation. Asaruni though with the Nano Boost right now with the Tactical Visor here onto the left hand side. Shinigami getting a takedown there onto Arctaniel. Billy gonna go and circle around the funnel there, but the red squad able to just bait out Shinigami into the crossfire of the red Brigitte. Now we do see the rally here. RPG, Dragon Strike into the middle, and the red team right now gonna go for the Nano Boosted Reaper. Mechanica gonna use the raid form to get the reload cancelled. The red squad getting 2 kills along the way. The roadout now getting torn apart here by the Hellfire shotguns, and the red team getting a good capture onto the point. Rayla though with a swoop onto Jikama, but still not enough courtesy of the Mercy. So right now, red team getting that capture there, and they are gonna get in position to go up on top, take the high ground. There's the grab that surge though from Billy, setting things up for Daniel, and that's a kickdown from the Genji. 2 kills now for the red squad. Hula Hog pop by Boss Mac in response, but it's still not enough to actually counteract this push. The red team keeping everyone low onto the opposite side, not really getting kills at one in a simultaneous motion, but they do get 2 kills along the way. RPG now forced to back on out, gets met by Shinigami, and the blue team able to get the trade back. Boss Mac switching over to the Bastion, and it looks like it is going to be desperation mode here for the blue team. They have no tanks anymore. Coalescence now coming on out from Rayla. The blue squad gonna go for a concentrated push onto the top part, gonna decide to go for the point instead, but no one is home here, and the blue team right now given the space to set up on the point. Jikama though caught on out. The Ana having to hop away, but it is gonna be a Jikama falling in the process. Boss Mac though setting up on top with that Bastion. And we'll see right now if the Bastion can make a difference in this one. Billy gonna take a little peek. Is forced to go back into the mech area, but Shinigami gonna swoop on in, and that's really where the Brigitte is strong in his element. Now for the blue team right now, they are just being brought to the stabilized position here by the Brigitte and their push. Rally though is available for the red squad. On the other hand, Dragon Strike is very potent in this corner of Mecha Base, and there you go, there's the Dragon Strike right now. Jikama knows this is all but over. He's just gonna play with the gun there, and he's gonna fall alongside the process. Accelerated though, good snipe onto Galahad. The blue team gonna go for the push again. Asaroni putting the biofield, just tanking up all that damage from Arctaniel. But the Genji is close to the Dragon Blade, has it available. Jikama in nowhere in sight. So for the red squad, they were gonna bank on that Nano Blade combination, but it's just not there for the red team. Overtime now has been popped, and it's just too late right now. The blue squad gonna get the capture and gonna get the first point in their game.
Score 1-1.
Close matchup. 1-1. 1-1 is pretty decent, but it's just interesting that the red team has no real response against a no tank composition from the blue team. It really just goes to show how a Brigitte can just put a wrench in any plan there when you aren't as coordinated as you should be. But now the red squad gonna play something a little more standard. Gonna have a Reinhardt and a Zarya. Gonna have a Widowmaker here from Mechanica as well, and we will see Mechanica and Bossmack gonna have that duel that we have been waiting for all throughout the map. Mechanica now gonna go on to the rooftop. On the other hand, there you go, Bossmack soaring into the side, gets tagged by both Diana and the Widowmaker, has to back on out along the way. On the other hand, here comes RPG, ready to launch himself into the fray, looking for the side 6 onto the Widow, doesn't get it. Mechanica though, able to get the trade back and the takedown. So for the red squad, it's gonna be a 1-1 here. But still, Accelerator in position to keep sniping onto Mechanica. In the meantime, the point gonna be contested here by the red squad, and they are gonna get capture alongside the engagement. But the red team getting the 2 picks along the way. Astroni forced on out, might need to catch a train to Busan, but he's gonna fall by the subway station instead. Shinigami on the other hand, onto the left hand side, just trying to drain out Sweet Fry. Here comes the Fade, and the Moira just getting staggered along the way. If the red team pushes on and onto Shinigami, this is gonna be very, very bad for that Moira if he stays alive long enough to get picked off at the end. There you go, exactly what I was saying. It's gonna be Arctaniel now pushing on in with another kill, chaining those Swift Strikes one by one. The Doomfist though of RPG launching Arctaniel into the airline, and the red team now is gonna go for the spawn camp along the way. This is the problem now with the blue team's composition. They have no tanks to try and duel against Galahad and Billy. Bossmack though taking the advice to heart, in the literal sense, gonna be on that Bastion who can turn into a tank, but isn't really the tank that you're looking for in this situation. Now Arctaniel and Jakama ready with the Nano Blade. On the other hand, RPG just putting some pressure on. We do see the blue squad gonna go for the push again. Can the red team actually make this count? As Astroni now gets a pick off onto 1. No more Nano Boost here for the red squad. Mechanical getting a trade one back. And here goes the Dragon Stride cutting into the corner. Will force Galahad and Sweet Fry to take the long way around. But Galahad still getting a slam onto 2. Gonna go for the charge as well. Missing it wildly. Almost falling. Hits the corner instead. And the blue team right now able to get the flip on back after a very, very disappointing defense there from the red squad. We do see Arctaniel though forcing things off with that Dragon Blade. He gets the Nano Boost in time, has gotten 3 kills along the way. Next on his list will be Aceroni, and there's the reflect onto the Hanzo. So for the red squad, they are going to be able to get the flip on back so quickly. Arctaniel just timing it right, knowing Jakama was coming, able to get the Nano Boost in time. Now Bossmack needs to make his Widowmaker pick work. He needs to get his own pickoffs onto his opponents. Venomite connecting onto Arctaniel. Repair pack going to Bossmack as well. Good spot there by Shinigami, but RPG now soaring into the skyline, trying to get into the back, looking for anyone who backs on out. Jakama getting booped to the other side, but there's the rally from Sweeper. Arctaniel taking off Bossmack right now, and the red squad just staying strong along the way. 95% right now. Can the blue team even go for the contest? Someone needs to step, however. Will Shinigami make it? It's gonna be blue squad right now, staying on to the point. Railing with Coalesce as well to focus down his opponents. But still, Galahad there, beautiful charge. RPG now uppercut onto Jakama. In the meantime though, we do see a nano boosted Shinigami just beating on Sweet Fry. So for the blue team, they are gonna be able to get the numbers advantage. Can they get the flip on out? Yes, they can. 20% now for the blue squad, but they need to defend this all the way to actually have a chance to win this map. Now the Graviton Surge is available here for Billy, and it's gonna be a very scary time here for the blue squad. If Billy and Galahad can chain their ultimates, it's gonna be a good time here for the red squad. On the other hand, RPG just soaring on in. The Doom is trying to get on out. Bio Orb coming into the middle line, and in the meantime, the red team getting in position. Billy now launching the Graviton into the sky. Where will it land? It lands by the tree line, but it misses wildly from his opponents. Billy just throwing the game away with a very questionable grab right there. And that's gonna be a team kill for the blue squad. Absolutely unfortunate play there from Billy. I don't know what he was thinking. Stop the violence, stop the madness, stop the throwing there from Billy. But the Shatter now is available still for Galahad. He has been holding that in check, has had a lot of interest in that ultimate. There's the stun though onto Bossmack. The blue team right now gonna get a kick off onto Arctaniel with the Bio Orb. But still, there's a beautiful Shatter onto 3. Galahad bring RPG along for a ride. It's still not enough, however, as the blue team already getting 4 picks along the way. The red team needs to reset as soon as possible, but Galahad is making this a tough task to do so. He is gonna go for the fight. Mechanicals will force to advance, almost gets caught on that, but Arctaniel instead catching out as Roni. Now there's the stun, but there's a clutch heal there from Sweet Fry. Can the red team get on back? Galahad switching over to the Wreck Ball as the Dragon Blade is popped by Archdaniel. He wants to go for Rayla first, but someone needs to step onto the point. That's gonna be Sweet Fry. We do see the rampaging Winston though, just going for some punches. Now 1 for 2 trade here in favor of the red team. Can they actually go for a swoop? Yes, they can. Archdaniel Swift Strikes onto 2. The only one left is a nano boosted Winston. Can Boss Mac make it count? Can he turn things around? Just zapping down Sweet Fry. Now we do see the 2 HLC subjects just having quick little duel as Roni Dog then pop on in, and the nano boosted Winston just stalling enough time to just allow the blue squad to cascade on in. Metallica though on that roll gonna fall. Galahad has to step on. It's too late for both Chikama and Galahad. The red team forced to back out, and the blue team able to win it with a nano Winston.
Play of the game.
Yeah, look at that. Nice grab.
Meteor strike.
Kata ko. Literally true. Nice grab by Billy. Problem is, Boss Mac not only gonna have a dive partner, it's gonna be very dangerous for the Winston in a overextension in the first place. On the other hand, the red squad gonna commit with the Bastion play. Gonna be Bayagster on that golden Bastion right there. RXO and Farfalcon ready and willing to go for the defense. Calamitous though getting a few shots along the way. Will still keep on Bayagster. It's gonna be a tough time here for Bayagster right now as the red squad gonna go for the push. There we go with the halt, and the red team right now just RPG coming out of nowhere there, getting the rod punch onto Bayagster. The blue squad gonna go for the push. We do see Accelerator now just going at the speed of sound, gonna go for the advanced play here, and the blue squad just running over the red team. And that's the problem. If the red squad isn't able to set up immediately, the blue team able to take advantage, and that was a big mistake there from Bayagster. The biggest mistake he did there was he stayed on sentry mode the whole time, didn't go onto the payload. RPG able to switch him down, especially without the damage resistance in play. But anyway, the red squad right now gonna go for the push again. Boss Mac brought to life, but the Winston not really ready for this. Can he stay alive? Yes, he can. The red squad right now needs to get set up onto the point as well. RXO and Firefalcon need to take the vanguard, but this is gonna be RPG now skulking around again, looking for a target. The 2 wants to go for the Bastion. We do see the meat strike available. Sentry mode has been popped, and here comes RPG soaring into the skyline, landing into middle, and Lone is gonna fall. So much disruption there from the Doomfist right now, and RPG showing that life is not a game, but this game of Overwatch is something that he has mastered. A team kill there for the blue team, and let's just watch that one again. Just that forced movement there, courtesy of the meteor strike from RPG, just able to just cause so much chaos along the way. Anyway, back into the fight, and let's stay on to this Doomfist. He's really low though. RPG right now having a field day. In the meantime, Shinigami ready with the Jedi. For the red squad though, we have some switches. Calamity's gonna be on that Genji. Bayagster ready with the configuration tap. Farfak and Arxo switching over to a double off tank. Interesting enough. Chatsen is now pop by Rebirth, but the red squad only able to get rid of the Deadeye from the McCree. So for the red team, this fight is not over yet, and this fight is not even in their advantage because Shinigami is back to life, courtesy of Rayla. RPG again into the backline, going for some punches, gets 2 along the way. Can the red squad actually get the push on back? RXO now able to avoid the punch, but it's just not enough. The red team struggling to make an impact along this front. Looks like this is gonna be the hard route here for the red squad as Bayagter has switched over to the Torbjorn. Still, we do see the Doomfist into the backline. Meat strike is popped. Firefalcon putting up the shield in time, and we do see a beautiful hook there from RXO. So that's gonna be enough for a kill onto the Doomfist. But the Doomfist is a character who can get back in the fight so quickly. Bayagter trying to make something happen with that Torbjorn. Nano boosted Calamitous gonna soar into the skyline courtesy of Log, but we do see a nano boosted McCree right now. Shinigami getting the favor of Rayla instead of Calamitous with Graviton Surge now from Accelerator. The blue team gonna go for the push. Here comes Boss Mac now into the backline. 2 kills to their name, but look at that turret there from Bayagster just doing some damage onto the overextension. Bayagster actually getting 2 kills in this process. Calamitous just hopping along for the ride as well. Damn, Bayagster's turret actually making a difference due to the fact the blue team not able to defend themselves past the bubble shield from the Winston. Really goes to show the weakness of the composition in terms of defense. But the Red Squad right now getting rid of RPG with some beautiful focus fire. Exactly what you need to do against the Doomfist. To go for the push. Now the real question is, can the blue team actually defend this? Or will the red team just run rampant with the snowball? Calamitous already with an in-out with that Swift Strike. Bossmack though into the backline, going for some punches, gets rid of the youngster, almost gets rid of RXO, but the turret avenging his master along the way. Accelerate now caught on out. Big nade though from Aceroni. Can anyone from the blue team capitalize? Yes they can, because Rebirth is good. So for the red team right now, they are gonna round about the corner and Calamitous gonna just climb upstairs, losing the Dragon Blade along the way, almost gets fragged there by Shinigami. We do have a Diva right now for Bossmack. And the blue team looking for an opportunity to maybe go for the contest. Can they make it to the end? No, they can't. So the red team gonna extend this fight to a longer one. On the other hand, the blue team gonna meet them in pitch contract with Bossmack and Accelerator gonna be out in front. The real question is though, can the red team actually make a difference now with their Torbjorn, with their Roadhog composition? I feel like it's such an unorthodox lineup that has worked due to the fact of, due to the element of surprise there. But now that the blue team is suspecting it, I think that blue squad should be able to defend as well. Bayagster though already proving me wrong with the kill onto RPG. Calamitous as well taking down Shinigami. Here comes the red squad right now, moving on through the bar, through the garage, and they are looking for some targets to snipe on out. But still, Aceroni into the backline. We have a Graviton Surge now from Accelerator. But Accelerator only sees struggling in terms of ult charge, in terms of Graviton charge, and in terms of the Particle Cannon. And the red squad now getting 2 kills along the way. Aceroni really low. There's the bubble connecting onto the Ana. Looks like Accelerator has been able to forgive the Ana in that situation and is able to get 100 energy due to his good nature. On the other hand, the red team is going for the snowball, and we have the nano boosted blade again. Nano blade from Calamitous getting 2 along the way. 3 kills, make that a 4th. Looking for another set, but hasn't been able to get past 4. The Doomfist though caught on that, and Calamitous getting the shurikens along the way. Interesting Seltzer stuck though from Bossmack, and I feel like that's completely stuck in the corner. The Genji out for blood, out for some ult charge, and just putting some pressure onto the Diva. Calamitous now already at 33%. It really goes to show how quick you can charge up the blade against a heavy tank line. The blue team on the other hand does have the Meteor Strike as well as the Deadeye available, and they are gonna get in position as the Bio Orb is tossed out by Rayla to spot out a few targets. Calamitous though smarking his gets rid of Accelerator. The red squad right now gonna go for the push again with the Zarya along the way. RPG though, beautiful pick up into the backline. Meteor Strike is popped as well to get out alive. Goes for the smash. Calamitous reflect on the Shinigami, and this Genji just having free reign, hopping around. The red squad having the advantage, getting rid of RPG into the backline. Bossback now getting Z-Mech, and the problem now for the blue squad is they don't have a mean tank to concrete to. They don't have a barrier to actually hide behind, and they haven't been able to come as one along the way. There's the hook now on the Accelerator, forced to use the grab in the process. Shinigami though gonna go for the swoop. RPG on the Widowmaker as well. And for the blue team, interesting though that we did get a switch off between the 2 DPS. RXO though goes for the hook now onto Rayla. Fade just in time. Getting the Moira stay alive, trying to keep the Doomfist topped up as well. But look at that, Bayagster and the turret just making such a big impact in terms of the covering fire. The Torbjorn right now just skulking around, ready with the multi-core. On the other hand, the turret doing some damage, and we have the lava now into play. Graviton Surge to combo it out as well. Accelerator just burning up inside and out. Looks like Shinigami into the skyline. Calamitous goes for the double switch strike again. RPG the only one left, and he's gonna be a ghost of a shell there. The red squad able to finish that one out, even in the face of terrible adversity. It looked like the red team wouldn't have stand a chance there, but the blue team just imploding past that first checkpoint. And also the Torbjorn from Bayagster making such a big impact, just surprising everyone with the turret placement from him. On the other hand, the blue squad needs to regroup and needs to calm down to try and figure out what they're gonna play. Accelerator gonna decide to go for that Ryan. Bossmack on that Zarya as well. In the meantime though, the red squad right now gonna be keeping on with a Roadhog with a Reinhardt composition. So we'll see if Fire Falcon can be the shield that the red team is looking for. What is this? Bayagster. Dude, Bayagster is like, it's like one of the best names I have ever seen. Just like your name, Conch Positive. I like that name too. But yeah, Bayagster is a guy from StarCraft. And not much people know what it means. So you know, it's okay. It's just for fun anyway. Well, let's get into the action already. The red squad right now ready to get in the defense with the gas station defense here from Fire Falcon, staying up on top, protecting Lone and Bayagster along the way. In the meantime, the blue team just tossing out some right clicks. Boss Mac just hitting the canyon here, trying to make his own foundation, trying to leave his own mark in the Grand Canyon. But the red team right now looking for some pokes. RXO in the mines, gonna get punched up. Can the RPG get that takedown? No. Bayagster and the Taker Breather able to sustain the Roadhog in that situation. But the Doomfist getting a lot of energy in terms of his Meteor Strike. In the meantime, Fire Falcon gonna go for the Hail Mary charge. Gonna fall on down instead. Lone though, beautiful snipe there onto Rayla. Looking for another target. Focusing onto the Doomfist. Can he get the flashbang in time? No, there is no need there as Calamitous gets that takedown. The red squad staying on to the high ground, and it's gonna be easy pickings here for the McCree. Fire Falcon brought back to life by the Mercy as well, and the red squad now gonna go for the push. Boss back though, hopping up on top, looking for a flank, looking for a target or two, trying to charge up his shields as well. And the Zarya not caught out by the Ana as of yet. Rebirth missing the sleep dart as well, and RPG now just swooping on in along the way. That was a big mistake there from the supports, not looking behind them. Now the blue squad gained 2 picks in their name. Lone having the back on out, ready with the Deadeye. Boss back though, hooked on up, and RXO trying to do the damage. RPG though back into the fight. Can the Doofus actually get the catch onto the tank line as the red team just trying to outbody the blue squad in this situation. Shinigami though, Dragon Strike coming on out. Bayagster bringing Lone into the fight again. Here comes the McCree though, and here comes the Reinhardt from Accelerator, just keeping the spawn there in check. So Nana Boost is available here for Rebirth. Flown as well, ready with the Deadeye. On the other hand, Meat Strike available here for RPG, and Blue Squad trying to look for an angle to go for the push. Contesto coming on out. Fire Falcon, a valiant hero, a good friend, a loving brother, and we do see the Meteor Strike though from the side of RPG. Shatter comes on out, completely whiffed by Accelerator. Lone now getting killed onto that Reinhardt. The Deadeye connecting at the last moment, and that was a huge whiff by a lot of members from the blue squad. The Meteor Strike and the Earth Shatter, they're both not connecting in time. The red team able to congregate by the gas station again. Looks like they don't want to give up the crude oil in this situation. Fire Falcon brought back to life, and the red team in full force to try and go for another position. RPG though with a leap gets rid of Load. The blue team now forcing the red team to back on out, especially without the McCree into play. With Calamitous' other plans, he has the blade available, trying to go into the back line. There is no defensive ultimates here for the blue squad, so Calam can just go for some slashes into the back. Graviton into the Dragon Strike though, and it's gonna be 2 kills for the red team along the way. The blue squad though for in the process. Calamitous just being a one-man army. Can he actually make it count in this situation? Can anyone from the red team go for the contest? Lone right now up on top, gets a flashbang onto RPG, but it is going to be a give up there from red team. They are going to decide to not to contest the point anymore. Hello, stop Kobold. Valkyrie now is available here for Bayagster. The red squad gonna go for the push again. RPG soaring into the skyline, looking for a target to Bayagster. On the other hand, countering this very effectively with the Valkyrie pop. So for the red team, they can use the Valkyrie right now to try and defend this, but they have lost 2 members along the way. Bayagster trying to get on out, pocketing Calamitous right now, but no real targets using the Valkyrie along in the process. So in that fight, it feels like the Mercy ult not really utilized to its maximum potential. Some pressure though from Shinigami, and now we do have Lone priming the Deadeye. We do see some skulls locked, but it's not going to be enough to get some kills. The barrier has broken, but the blue team's assault has not. Earth Shatter is available. There's the slam, but no! Rebirth getting a sleep dart in time. Calamitous on the other hand with the Blano Blade into the backline, looking for Rayla. Gets that takedown. 3 kills here for the red Genji. And that was just a perfect setup from Rebirth, getting the sleep dart onto Accelerator and allowing Calamitous to just go with the flow and do his usual business. The red team though, just able to defend this pretty handily, just keeping the payload by the bridge. A beautiful opening right now. Get the ban by Agster Hager crossing the way. Thanks, Contra Positive. Dude, are you from Overwatch? Or are you from StarCraft, dude? Actually, I need to make an announcement about the StarCraft thing soon. But we do see RPG again gonna go into the middle. Meteor Strike now gonna land into the back and looking for Rebirth. It is gonna be really bad here for the Ana. Missing the sleep dart right now. Size exam going to the billiard table, and now 2 kills for the blue squad. Make that a third. RPG swooping in with the Shoryuken. A fourth now for that Doomfist. And this blue squad push is very, very effective when RPG is allowed to do his game. The red team though, ready with 2 ultimates. They can go for the push. RX still gonna go for the reset. The real question is though, can the Roadhog make it back in time? How will the red team force this out? Will they go for the Valkyrie? Will they go for the Shatter? Or will they give up the second checkpoint? They are trying to get in position, and we do see the side step to disrupt the movement. It's enough to force the red team to back on out inside, and now less than 3 minutes for the blue team to try and finish this one. But some right clicks there from RXO. RPG trying to prime it. 4 ultimates ready for the red squad, but the real big ultimate here for the red team will be that Nano Blade. Lone, interesting enough, popping the Deadeye, spotting out Aceroni at the corner of his eye. The Ana caught in the crossfire, and that's gonna be a takedown for the red squad. They are gonna be able to go for the push again. Flashbang almost connecting, gets Shinigami actually. The Tracer forced the back on out. In the meantime, the red squad still staying on, and this game is going the distance. A coalescence though from Rayla, and Aceroni giving the nano boost onto the Moira. Interesting enough, will this be enough to do some damage? Farfak and really low 1-for-1 trade so far. Kalava's in the meantime, Nano Blade is ready, and Rebirth just letting his kids shine in this situation. The red squad right now able to get some kills in their name, and it's enough to force the payload to stay by the corner. The biggest problem though for the red team right now is they used up almost all their ultimates in that fight, and they didn't really win that one too handily. So it's gonna be a tough task for the red squad in this defense, as the blue team now ready with 3 ultimates. Boss Mac ready with that grab, gonna prime it. Where did it go? Completely whiff. Lone on the other hand, Deadeye is available. He's gonna drop on down. The McCree looking for a target, gets Shinigami. Next on his list will be RPG, but Aceroni protecting his fallen comrades in that fight. The blue team though still forced to back on out. Accelerator right now just hopping along for the ride. Shinigami gonna switch over to the Genji again to try and clash braids with the opposing Calamities. But anyway, the red team gonna go outside the tunnel. Looks like they're looking for a little bit of sunlight. Looks like they are gonna need some plants, looking for a little bit of chlorophyll in the situation. But the Lone right now going through the barrier, very, very dangerous there from the McCree, but gets out alive, interesting enough. Now RPG again using the map to his elements, going for the Meteor Strike again, going for the Rocket Punch, but it's not enough. The Roadhog way too tanky in that situation. Now Hulog is available, and a nano boosted Winston gonna lead the charge here for the blue squad. Shinigami going to the backline, flashbang now connecting, Lone getting the small disruption, but Rupert knows he is gonna die here. He just goes for the heal instead into the front line. RXO able to just hold on for dear life. The payload's forced to stay on. Lone on the other hand, gonna pop that Deadeye. Boss back forced on that. Will the barrier hold in time? Can the Orisa stay? Looks like Lone gonna pop it instead. And the red squad now just defend this. The blue team on the other hand gonna go for the push. Lone though picking up the bongo drum. The red team right now gonna get on by RPG though. Beautiful, beautiful shot there onto Lone. Shatter now from Farfalcon. The red team gonna go for the push, but RPG making a difference into the backline. 2 kills to his name. Shinigami on the other hand. Here comes the Dragon Blade, and it's gonna be enough for the blue team to go for the push. Mute chat, by the way. You can't say that. You can't say that on stream. You can't do that stuff, dude. That is very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. So I guess we're gonna turn off the chat for a little bit, as Asteroid right now getting the pickup onto Lone. Bayagster getting the res on time, but the red squad already losing their mercy in this fight. Can they make it out in time? The blue team right now getting 2 picks along the way. Revert the beautiful pickup onto RPG, but the Coalescence just doing so much damage in the process. RXO trying to whittle down the blue squad's assault, but they are just in fast numbers. Accelerator getting 3 kills along the way with that Winston, and it's just enough to finish up the map. We are gonna go to another round.
Score 3-3.
The blue team able to just make that one count at the end. That was Very, very close to say the least. How many people do we have in the lobby? Why is Redux here? What the fuck? I know Jun was here first. There you go. But this has been a game of Titan Clash, honestly. Just very, very strong performances here from both squads. RPG with that Doomfist, very, very potent. Calamitous, of course, with the Genji, and as well Rebirth on the Ana, is able to combo up as well. And the most interesting one I've seen all day was Rayla getting the nano boost from Asroni, just trying to use the Coalescence to burst through the shields and get some pickoffs. That was a very interesting play, to say the least. But in the meantime, I do need to share the post nga pala about the MMK Scrim, the Scrim League stuff.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
But in the process, let's go now. Our red team, BO4 Buds, ready in position to go for the defense. Interesting though, Bayagster is going to decide to go for the Wrecking Ball. We will see how he's going to play this, how disruptive he can be along the way. Now, Driver coming on out. Maybe. If you can't join, that means it's full. Bayagster now really low. By grenade connecting, and Shinigami gonna get that takedown. Asroni making that one count. Here comes the flashbang though. Lone trying to turn things around with a beautiful dive from the blue squad, but no one falling from the attack. Asroni instead getting a snipe on out from onto Fire Falcon. Lone caught in the side. Shinigami really low, but gets rescued there by RPG along the way. So for the red team, the only pick off in their name will be that kill onto Accelerator. RXO gonna get punched enough by RPG this time. Rilla bringing back Accelerator back into the fight, and this blue squad push is gonna be in full force. The red team trying to regroup, trying to make a difference. But can Bayagster go for the contest in time? Fire Falcon being bounced around close to the shatter, but no cigar there. RPG getting that takedown along the way. The blue team right now getting the first checkpoint, and that is going to be a huge impact there by the blue squad. We were talking about the whole session right now, just getting some trades, but it's looking like the blue team wants to defend their crown right now. A nano boosted Winston gonna go for the push, getting into the backline, putting some pressure onto Rebirth. By grenade though, kinda catch out, and now here comes the Primal Rage. Rebirth in the spot of trouble, gonna fall to Accelerator. And next will be the D-Mech onto the Baby Diva. Bayagster swoop down on, gonna get punched around. The Baby Diva gonna fall. The blue team now getting 2 kills along the way. Shinigami with the turret as well. And now it's a blue squad push. Just getting a lot of results along the way. They have been able to get halfway across the map. In the meantime, the red team needs to regroup and needs to make a difference with their ultimates. But Lone now getting picked off by Accelerator. Here comes the Winston taking it up right now, dreaming of better days, dreaming of better altitudes. As the blue squad keeping on by the tunnel. RPG staying on, Rock Punch available, and gets the fist onto RXO. Bayagster now really low, a nano boosted Genji coming on out, and let's see Calamtos make a difference with the blade. He gets 1, 2 kills, make that a third for the red team, and no one on the point. Asaroni just forced on out by the fear from that Genji, and the blue squad not unable to get that second checkpoint.
Score 4-3. Switching sides.
But the red team right now has a very, very tough task ahead of them, but this is gonna be a long push for them. It's gonna be a difficult one, to say the least, for the red squad, because the biggest problem right now is they need to have a snowball push akin to what the blue team did on that first checkpoint to even stand a chance in this situation. We will see how they are gonna play this, as the red squad right now gonna come on out with a Mei in queue. Interesting if Bayagster will actually play this. On the other hand, the blue team gonna go for the tried and tested Mercy Ana composition for their defense, but they're gonna go for the full dive experience with a Winston and a Diva and a Doofus and a Genji. 4 men gonna be able to jump into the backline. On the other hand, Rilla will have a little tough task to actually keep up, so we'll see if the Mercy can stay alive along the jungle. On the other hand, here for the red squad, gonna be lone on his pocket throwdown again. Farfalcon staying on to that Reinhardt. Accelerator just watching the D.Va in that situation. But we'll see right now if the red team can come on out. It's gonna be an interesting experience right here for the red squad if they are gonna be able to push past that first checkpoint. As Bayang's they're gonna stay on that Mei. It's gonna be a very hot day here for the Mei, but she's gonna try to cool down some heads and try to get some icicles to some eyes. But for now, the red squad gonna go for the push. Bossmack forced on out. RPG getting cock blocked there by the ice wall, and he's gonna be a frozen icicle statue up on top. Calamus now using the time there taken by the Mei to go for the dive onto Shinigami. Rayla though getting a beautiful res in time. The red squad trying to put some pressure on, but the contest here from the blue team just whittling down the time back. Calamus now really low, gets sleep guarded, getting felled by Rayla, and that's gonna put a big nail in the heart of Calamitous. In the meantime, Bayagster putting up that ice wall again. Can the red team go for the overextended push? On the other hand, the blue squad gonna have that nano boosted Winston coming out into the backline. Accelerator getting rid of Arc, so Primal Rage is popped along the way, and just so much disruption here by the Winston, forcing Lone to not get the insta-kill that he needs. Less than a minute remaining for the red team, and what they need to do right now is charge up their ultimates and back into the diner. Bossmack though getting rid of Lone, charging up the self-destruct along the way. RPG ready with the meteor strike as well, and Rayla is close to the Valkyrie. So for the blue squad right now, they're gonna have half of the team ultimates ready into this next fight. On the other hand, the red team will have around 5 to use along the way. Nano Blade is prime and ready. We get the nano boost just in time. Calamus going for a few targets. Self-destruct though into the airline, gets absolutely nothing. Calam able to hide behind the sign right there. Rayla though going for the res, getting Asteroni back into the fight, but the Ana I don't think is the best target right now to bring back to, because the Ana is in a bad spot, getting frozen around. Rayla though whipping out the pistol. Accelerate now gonna get felled there by Lone and the Fool Hog. This red squad push just getting so much damage done. The red team looking for another checkpoint here, but this is gonna be a tough task. If they get pushed off the payload, it's gonna be their defeat along the way. On the other hand, Calamus now switching over to some targets, looking for RPG, spots at the Doomfist, hook connecting. Accelerator in the meantime ready to go for the jump. Will he go for the contest, or will the blue team wait this out? Shinigami though does have the blade available, and Accelerator now jumping into the backline. Looks like a small miscommunication there from the blue team, because the blue squad was in position to go for the contest, but it was just so late from Shinigami after the initiation there from Accelerator. So for the red team, a small little reprieve and a little bit of breathing room to work with. Spawn advantage now in their favor, and they have the blizzard available as well. It's gonna be a cold day here in Arizona, as the blue squad right now is looking for a defense with the blade up on top. Nano boost is there as well, and this is a perfect time here for this blade, because it's just so close, so clustered, and the red team losing 4 members along the way. Shatter connecting onto Shinigami, but I think it's just way too late right now. Hook now comes on out, Lone popping the take a breather to stay on alive, but this is a focus fire now from the blue team, able to win it down. Perfect timing there from Shinigami, and the blue squad able to win 5-4.
Play of the game.
Play of the game still goes to Calamitous and that Genji. Of course it's a Nano Blade, of course.
Triple
I know how to read one use.
5,
But anyway, let's get into the game.
1.
We will have the blue squad having a whole new rotation with Accelerator and Bossmack the only ones staying on. The staff there from the blue squad just leaving out, so no need to shuffle things over. But still, let's see Razor now and Redux consist of the front line. In the meantime, welcome to Jun for joining in these scrims. Jun now looking for a sniper too. I haven't seen Jun in a while pala. Welcome back, rather, to Jun. And we'll see if this Widowmaker can make a difference in this map. So Razor now tossing out the Fire Strike. Thanks for the follow there, Root Picks. I was just a little AFK on the left. But now we have a Riptide coming on out. Bossmack looking for a target or two and scratches out Digital Chaos, who goes for the charge on back. The blue team right now holding the defense pretty well timed. And for the red squad, it is going to be a little bit of a struggle to try and penetrate this. Chiaki though getting a pick off now onto Archdaniel. And now it's going to be 2 kills to this Zarya. High energy for Chiaki. And that means high potency for this Zarya. The red team right now going to go for the push. Chikama coming on in with them Kree as well. Classic Cowboy trying to do some damage. Sareza though going to be bringing along someone for the ride. But Jun able to get that trade back. Chiaki now all the way in the front. The Zarya able to turn things around with the beam, with the energy. And now is close to the Graviton Surge. But in the meantime, Boss Mac switching things over, gonna be on the Pharah instead. The problem is though for the blue squad, they do not have another support besides Archdaniel on that Ana. So running a triple DPS composition might be a tough task for them. On the other hand, the red team ready with the grab, ready with the coalescence, and the red squad right now trying to go for the push again. On the other hand, Tactical Visor is available. Let's see if the blue team can make this count, can make a pretty solid defense as the Graviton Surge and the Coalescence are still in check. Chiaki right now trying to get in position. Fire Strike now tossed on out Jun, tossing out some arrows as well. And in the meantime, Accelerator now up on top. Tactical Visor available. Look at this though, Chiaki just putting so much pressure on. Sleep Dart now connecting from the side of Tamara. The red squad gonna go for the push again. Can they make this count? The Soldier 76 now gonna pop that attack visor, gets 1 kill, but gets traded back with a focus fire from both Chiaki and Tamara. Chikama as well, getting a pick off, but a beautiful post bomb there from practice before he falls. So now it's gonna be all up to Cyreza and this defense of the second checkpoint. In the meantime, Boss Mac on the Zenyatta as well, trying to back on that, but Cyreza just ditching the Monk in that situation. Now he has realized his mistake, needs to get on back, but Chiaki still find a crack in the shield, able to get that takedown onto Boss Mac. So the red squad has had a very snowball push to say the least. The blue team losing out the moment Chiaki had high energy. All the red team needed to do was congregate and group up as a unit to actually look like a well-oiled machine after a struggle from the first 2 minutes of the game. Now we do see the shatter there from Cyreza completely with Digital Chaos with a beautiful block, but no one can block the Graviton Surge. It gets 2, Fire Grenade coming on out as well, but 3 kills to the name of the red team, courtesy of Chiaki again. The Zarya just keeping the fight alive for the red squad. Jun now gonna get the nano boost, gets the clip on to Accelerator, looking for another target. Can the Zenyatta stay alive? Boss Mac caught on out, an unfortunate situation for the Zenyatta, and there you go, Jun just keeping the peace by taking down the Peacemaker. For the blue team, they do need to go for a few switches. The McCree and the Hanzo now into play. Practice will make perfect there and is able to get a pick off onto Jun. On the other hand, no contest here from the blue squad. Graviton Surge now coming on out. Redux forced to hop on in, but the coalescence from Vigilance as well. A huge dead either from Jikama, able to finish that one. As we swat out the score, just watch this play here from the red squad. Keep an eye out, Jikama, corner of his eye, just hiding inside. The barrier goes down from Cyreza. No, it doesn't actually. Is everyone behind Cyreza? The red team able to force that one out with just a beautiful position play with that Graviton Surge, manipulating the red squad's movements. The red squad's defenses. But yeah, good job Chiaki. Chiaki honestly deciding to carry his team on that first part. Like the moment Chiaki got higher energy, he really became the banner. He became the standard bearer there for the red squad. Because Chiaki able to get 3 not once but twice in very dire situations when the blue team finally looked like that they were gonna be able to get the flip on back. But this time, let's see how the blue team is gonna play this, as Archdaniel has decided to switch off from support to DPS. Practice gonna be on that Sombra as well. Will our Accelerator and Boss Mac bite the bullet and decide to go play the support line? Yes, we do see the loser right now from Boss Mac. In the meantime, the red squad will have Digital Chaos on the Orisa, which is gonna be an interesting pick to try and make work, because I feel like in a situation where your team isn't the most coordinated one, it's gonna be a struggle to run the Orisa without getting run over yourself. But anyway, it is what it is, as the blue team right now gonna be up on top with Archdaniel going for a sniper too. In the meantime, we do have some shots from Redux. Cyrase right now marching on in. The Reinhardt out in front. Fire Strike gonna be tossed down out as well. And just so much pressure here from the red team right now, just making this Orisa work for the time being. In the meantime though, Practice in the backline has a Translocator available, but Chiaki doing so much damage, forcing the Sombra to translocate out pretty early in this fight. Archdaniel now in position, Cyrase getting a flashback along the way, Jukama out in front, and look at that, just booping Chiaki all the way to the end. Cyrase right now just putting the hammer in, hammer down, putting the charge in Reinhardt, even though you don't see that word there. Redux now getting a pick off there onto Jun, and here comes the Zarya moving into the Helltail, doesn't need a reservation, just needs all his energy right now, focusing down onto Jikama, onto the support ISL. Cyrase going for a ride, would get sleep darted along the way. Jikama though just using the space that he is given, that he is creating against that Zarya to fruition. He now wants to go for the push, but gets hammered by the right click along the way. Thanks for the host, Satchok. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you had a solid stream right there, as the Deadeye now is available, as well as a supercharger. Can Digital Chaos get in position right now? Archdaniel though, beautiful pick off onto Jikama, and the blue team looking for a target or two. We will see a contest, and we will see a grab. Shatter though coming on out from Cyrase to force the red team to back on out. Practice getting to, doesn't need the EMP, going for some melee strikes onto Vigilance, and now the tracking will be into play. Practice getting 3 kills in that one, but there's a smart decision there from Cyrase, popping the Shatter before the red team could set up with anything, without no barriers, no Deadeye, no coalescence. The red team just caught off guard, and the blue team now having a good time back. In the meantime though, Accelerator gonna play Battle Mercy, getting rid of Jikama. Archdaniel getting a headshot as well. Jundo popping that reflect, and this Genji just gonna be staying on along the way. Can this be enough, however, for the red squad? Let's try and defend this. Why is my chat not working? But I do appreciate y'all coming on by. And I hope to be able to do this for another scene pretty soon. I think my schedule is a little more open right now, as Jun now getting an Anudus, getting the blade, just swinging away, getting 4 kills along the process. The only ones left are Archdaniel and Practice. Can Archdaniel now get a pick off again? He's looking for Timura, looking for Chiaki, but the Sleep Dart instead gonna connect. The Ana gonna go for the combination, but just not enough damage going the way of the Widowmaker. Red team right now ready with 3 ultimates and just staying on by the payload. On the other hand, I don't know if you remember, Archangel, dude. Oh, it's Archangel. Dude, I think let me try to. Yeah, you're. I remember you hopping on by there. You play PUBG a bit. I've seen your streams a little. As a Deadeye now coming on out there from Vigilance, the red team getting 2 kills along the way. This has been a very perfect defense here from the red squad, using the Orisa in close quarters like this, forcing them to push on in with not too much protection, working that way. So with the red team's Orisa, what they do is just choke down this archway. The blue team is just struggling to make this work because they haven't really used the EMP in a proper degree. Now Practice does have it, but what he needs to do is get in a prime position, just maybe hop on top of the payload and just force the red team to back on out. The red team unaware of this is gonna happen. There you go. There's the hacks on the 4. Jun and Vigilance though gonna come on out, but sadly the Genji doesn't have the flip back blade. Now the blue squad gonna run rampant, and they're gonna be able to run over in rush hour. Chiaki able to turn things around with it. Graviton Surge on the 3, and a beautiful fire grenade there from Diana. Red team getting 4 kills, and it's just turnabout is fair play. Just a bait and switch from the red squad, but it looked very dire for them. It's just the blue team not able to push on in with the Mercy Zen, because they really need to rely on Archdaniel to get a pick off from long range. Now we have a switch off there. Boss Mac gonna be on that Lucio instead. And I think that's a little better, but still, just running this Widowmaker in a push comp like that with the Sombra, not really the best situation. Archdaniel really has to get these pickoffs before the fight happens to allow the Reinhardt and the Zarya to make a difference. Now Shatter is available, goes for the slam. You do see Digital Chaos though popping the Fortify in time, only hammering Jikama along the way. But the Orisa staying on, Supercharger now gonna be popped. Gonna be a lot of damage going away from the red squad. Archdaniel forced back on out. Infrasight is no match for everyone in front of your face. And just damn, a beautiful show here from the red team right now. They are just turning things around, just getting the flips, and just it's like it's like they're a rubber band. The more you stretch them out, the more you put pressure on them, they just snap back so strong. Boss Mac though just being wildly gonna go for the ninja cap, but gets spotted out by Jun, and a Lucio not with his team. Isn't a very effective Lucio in this situation, using the wall rise now to try and hop on out. Jikama getting 2 shots, doesn't get the flashbang in time. So still, the Lucio having a spot of trouble. The red team right now gonna go for the push again. Can the blue team make a difference? Can they go for the push? Nano boost now coming all the way onto Jun. The Nano blade just getting a slash off the side racer, as well as Redux clipping the wings off Accelerator. Now 3 kills to the name of Jun. It's just a beautiful exposure here for Jun right now, showing everyone that he can go for the push, showing that he can actually get some kills with the blade. But I mean, who we really can't. That's the thing, who can't. But just perfect timings here from both the Ana and the Genji. Vigilance right now catching out Archdaniel, looking for Boss Mac as well. And that was just a really big strain on the blue squad due to the fact they were playing 5v6 with Boss Mac doing these wall riding shenanigans in the backline. On the other hand, Grav and EMP are available here for the blue team. Practice right now just wants to pop this in a good spot. Graviton Surge completely whiff, but it does allow the EMP to get some damage done. Now Chiaki popping that Graviton, forced to back on that. Coalescence throw from Vigilance, who was hiding by the corner, and the red team right now just countering out the EMP again. No follow-up from the blue team. Practice also not catching all of the members of the red squad. Just beautiful positioning there from one of the supports all the time. Either Tamura or Vigilance not caught out by that hack, and the red team deservedly take the win.
Play of the game.
So with play of the game, and yeah, this was the counter against that last hack. And you can see just the coalescence there doing so much damage, just pointing at interesting though. We don't see the model, but whatever. You already know that the Vigilance is just thanks to upcoming, but it's really just the lull period. It's always the lull period for honestly any scene between around October to December, due to the fact that Open Division is more or less over. So people trying new games, we do see some teams forming and not. Basically, there's only one real team right now for the PH, but a lot of casual teams who do pop by when there are few tournaments going on. But anyway, let's get into the game, go into our community scrims, as now we do have Timur just putting the hammer on the face of Fire Falcon. The blue squad working as such a good unit, because we do see the tandem father-son bonding, Arc Alphonse and Archdaniel playing together here in our scrims, and you can see just the Papito trying to take care of his son, but Jikama taking care of both daddy issues. Anyone says Jikama, he gets a hammer instead from Tamura. 2 ultimates now here for the blue squad. Make that a third for Arc Alphonse. Did you see the new signing of GE? You mean Carefree? Dude, I'm surprised that Carefree is gonna join the Korean team, but okay, whatever. It's what they decided to do. As the blue team right now deciding to mix match their ultimates. It's like a buffet here for the blue squad, deciding to just put 1+1+1 together. Graviton, Coalescence, Dragon Blade equals a team kill. And that's a perfect rotation here for the blue team right now, because they have the Dragon Strike, the Ananana boost, as well as the Reinhardt Shatter available this time. So they can just cycle their ultimates in a progressive motion. On the other hand, the red team having 2, Fire Falcon and Jikama, ready with Attack Visor as well as the Earth Shatter. For the red team, they are gonna try to go for the push again. Shatter doesn't connect though from Fire Falcon, and everyone to the floor thanks to Tamura. Arc Alphonse staying on with that Dragon Strike. Yumi on the other hand giving another boost to Chiaki. Can he do enough damage as Digital Chaos gets consumed by the Dragon in the way? Jun right now trying to hop on now. Jikama though, Helix Rockets are available, and Vigilance is gonna be the target this time. The Moira trying to hop on out, but it's not gonna be enough. The red team gain 3 kills along the way. That's gonna be a beautiful stuff there from the red squad. Just carefree, and they have water. I love that they also signed water. Like last I saw of him was Contenders China, was it, or something? But he's a pretty good addition, to be honest. Like he's more so than Carefree. Because Carefree is a streamer guy. He's very popular. But now we do have a beautiful blade here from Jun right now to keep the red squad's chances alive in the gardens. Tamura cornered in the side and will get felled by Lone instead. But as we were saying, Carefree is a very good player, but still, like I feel like bigger signing would be the one with water. I don't know how long he's been with Pantheon right now, but I'm very impressed by that decision right there. And Kefri, of course, gonna be a notable name to watch, and also gonna be a notable name for the fans. So yeah, it's always a good thing. Marketing-wise, it's really good. As now this is gonna be a market here for the blue squad. They're just gonna get buy one, take ones with their ultimates again, using the same combination now to get 4 kills along the way. The red team gonna come on now to the left-hand side and contest with Fire Falcon and Digital Chaos. In the meantime, though, Jakama dreaming of a better day, but Archon Falls able to get that pick off instead. The Hanzo right now just watching around, looking for a target or two. Dragon Strike though into the middle, and Digital Chaos immediately consumed again. Archon Falls turning things in the favor of the blue squad. Looks like a father has a few more tricks to teach the son, as the Genji trying to hop on out in the process. Jundo Shuriken's connecting now onto the Hanzo. Can the blue team stay on with the contest? Yes, they can, and they get the capture along the way. But anyway, the red team right now, Rally as well as the Warthog are available. I'm just excited to see how Pantheon's gonna do, because as much as I love our GE boys, they didn't really do the best in trials. So for me, I feel like they'll be at the middle of the pack, and hopefully there's gonna be a lot of room for improvement. Tomorrow though, gonna get that shatter on, and the Coalescence just pointing and clicking. Jun on the other hand in the backline, Dragon Blade getting 2 kills and really decimating the support line there of the blue squad. Can the blue team stay on? Chiaki gonna slip, and Long getting 2 pushes along the way. Archdaniel now hooked on up. The red squad gonna get that flip along the way. I have a lot of faith in the GE management anyway, and I think Wings is a pretty good coach, so we'll see. Like, I don't know too much about what Wings has been up to, but you know, he has been a presence for GE in the long run.
My ultimate is charging.
But anyway, it is what it is. It's just great to have global esports having a forefront in that kind of deal. As the red team right now on to the right hand side. Timura gonna go for the charge, so connecting onto Jun. Here comes the red team. Oh, the Graviton Surge from the blue squad to force everyone back in. Timura and Chiaki getting 2 kills. Archdaniel with the Dragon Blade into the backline as well. And that's gonna be a third here for the blue squad, halving the red team in the most fatal position. Jakama now really low, gonna fall. Timura getting 2 along the way. Overtime gonna pop. Can anyone from the red team actually contest this? A shatter now completely whiffed as Jun is gonna dash on in. Last minute contest, last minute hoorah, but the heroics are not gonna fly today.
Score 1-0.
Thanks, guys. Damn, Arc Alphonse right now showing everyone how it's done on that Hanzo too. Bruh, I mean, you know, not gonna expect Grandmaster plays for anyone here, honestly, unless it's really the super top tier people. It's like a solid Dia Masters kind of pug system, and I'm just happy that people are getting better along the way.
Don't worry, my friends. I am your shield.
Chiaki though, just boasting a little. I'm like, I have a spray, I have a top 500 spray, 3v3. Just, I hate those sprays though. I really hate the arcade top 500 sprays because the fact they don't move. I don't even try anymore. Like, the last time I went for an arcade top 500 was CTF because it was the last one that moved. It was just sad. It was just sad to see anyway. But yeah, the blue team, oh, that's a fatal mistake now for the blue squad because both the Reinhardt and the Zar are gonna fall into the hole. The red team able to just go into the backline and 2 kills to their name. And just the blue squad struggling in the fact that the both attack. It's like you expect your wall to be out in front, but suddenly someone takes off one of the bricks and just falls apart. Exactly what happened there for the blue team. The red team able to take advantage and get 2 kills in the process. So for the red team right now, 5% and counting to start things off. Archdaniel though close to the Dragon Blade. Archon Falls gonna be having that Dragon Strike really soon as well. In the meantime though, can they actually go for the push here as Archdaniel has the blade in hand. Yumi though quite a while away to try and go for the nano boost. Now here comes the swoop on in. Swiss Strike to just connect onto 3. Stun though coming on out, and Free Fire showing everyone how to counter out the blade with the shield instead. Jundo into the backline, gonna get sucked dry by Vigilance. Coalescence available here for the blue team, and Vigilance forced to back on out instead. Digital Chaos just has finished his own Coalescence. He gets pooped around. Timura though just giving him a quick little nudge, and Jakama giving him a perfect present to send him off in the bank. But anyway, for the red squad, 43% and counting, and just such a huge mistake there from the blue team. Just the fact that Timura and Chiaki were not in position for that first fight really showing in that in the latest engagement, they are behind in terms of ult economy as well. Chiaki now has decided enough is enough. Gets rid of Digital Chaos. Getting rid of the Moira is a huge pickoff, but Fire Falcon and Sweetfire have other plans, putting everyone at the bench. 3 kills already by the Reinhardt and a beautiful shatter from Fire Falcon as well. He's just swinging along for the ride, just pushing that hammer on, and a team kill here for the red team. Let's just watch that one again. Just look at this march here from Sweetfry and Fire Falcon. There's the shatter connecting on to 4. There's a beautiful engagement here from the red team. And they are in the prime position to end things here on University. Just so decisively. On the other hand, the blue team gonna go front to the fourth right hand side. 4 ultimates to their name. Gonna pop the grab, gonna pop the coalescence as well. Now 5 have fallen. Make that 6 for the red squad. The blue team using all of their arsenal to win that one out. But anyway, it is what it is. Can the blue team finish strong here? Can they actually finish up the map? But this is going to be a very valiant defense right now, as 95% for the red squad means 1 victory for the red team will net them the map win. This round win rather. As a coalescence now coming on out from Digital Chaos, but Yumi and Tamura gain 2 pickoffs to start things off. The red team hesitating now, doesn't want to go for the push. Instead, they're hanging back, looking for a few targets to pick off. Jundo just hiding, gets spotted out now by Vigilance. He has a strike available, and he's gonna be able to stay out alive. In the meantime, Jikama into the left-hand side, looking for a few shots. Can the Tracer make a difference in this one? As Jikama now can try to go to the right-hand side. There's the fire strike tossed on out. Archdaniel popping the deflect as well. Tamura to the right-hand side. Can the red team make a push here? They have the rally available, and there comes the blade. Shadow though connecting from Tamura and gets a charge onto the Moira. In the meantime, Vigilance has his own beam coming on out. Kamehameha is the way of the blue squad, but 2 have fallen already for the defense. Grab the surge, though, turning things around. Chiaki again, just the hero, just making such a big play, such a big impact with the beam, pointing it at Lone, just keeping the contest alive, keeping the pressure on, and you can just see the Roadhog microwave like butter in that situation. But now 3 kills, 3 members of the blue squad staying on to the point. The red team forced to back on out, but just for a brief moment, as Fire Falcon now in position, they get rid of Timura, but it's a huge fire grenade there from Diana. Yubi does fall. Archdaniel now able to capitalize, getting 2 kills with 1 strike. Can he actually get the takedown onto Fire Falcon now? Yes, he does. Switch strike now, gonna get reset. Jikama gonna go for the duel, but Lone now swooping on in with the Roadhog, gets that pick off. Arc Alphonse looking for the advantage play onto the Roadhog, but Jikama instead swooping on in, has the melee, gets it out. Postbomb now connecting onto the floor, doesn't get much, and Lone gonna fall into the hole. So the only left here for the red squad is gonna be the Genji and the Moira. It's gonna be very dangerous though for the red squad. They need to stay on. Timura now getting hooked up, Sweetfry with the concentration fire as well. Nano boost available, and it's gonna be given to Timura, who's gonna go for that charge. Fire Falcon onto the left hand side, and there's the Gravitron Surge from Chiaki. A beautiful display here from the blue squad. They are gonna be able to whittle down the red team and their attack. Digital Chaos now onto the point, coalescence a little too late, and the blue team just enjoying that one 2-0. Why am I casting so Why am I casting so seriously right now? Damn. Okay, one more. Okay, one more. But I love this one. Shatter. Look how bunched up the blue team was there. Great game, guys. This is a solid game, honestly. That's my boy. I'm from Uranus. Nag-recall to home planet na siya. Retired Matt alien. Back to home planet. Warframe. Really dead. But sorry about that. I was just posting about all the Scrim League stuff later. But anyway, so where are we? Oh, we are in Hanamura. Why are we playing 2 CP? Oh yeah, I chose it. So for the red team, I feel like their lineup is all memes and no dreams. So for the red squad, they have a 4 DPS composition with a Moira and an Ana. I don't think the practice though can make this work without a tank, because the teleporter tactic onto Hanamura needs someone to protect the teleporter in the first place. On the other hand, the blue team playing very standard, playing very well, but Tiyumi has gotten picked off along the way. So for the blue squad, they need to play this a little more defensively, and this is not defensive at all. Timura up on top of the ramen shop, the blue team just defending all the way inside the city center of Hanamura itself. On the other hand, we already have practice zipping on in with that Tracer. Redux getting pick up onto Archdaniel as well. And now they're looking for a target or two. It's gonna be the Reinhardt, who barely missed the charge right there. And the Red Squad now gonna be meeting 3 games along the game. What game is this? The game that you retired on. Dead game, by the way. For Jip. I miss you, Jip. But still, the red team right now getting a pick up onto one. Arc Alphonse gonna fall. Dinks right now. Just call him out. This Tracer right now able to do some damage, but the Fire Grenade does connect. Calamitous on the other hand is up on top. Dragon Strike available. 2 kills right now for the red squad. Here comes Archdaniel with that Genji. And the real question is, can the Genji get the Dragon Blade in time? And will he whip it out? Yes, he will. Because the Fire Grenade in effect. Now the boost also is there. The Moira gonna fall first. Digital Heal is just cut in half. A Dragon Strike though from Calamitous. Beautiful reflect now from Archdaniel. But still, the red team staying on to the point with the Wrecking Ball. Cyreza just going for the encircle. Then he realizes, oh, I'm the only one on the point. I need to stay on here as much as possible. The full red squad now just skirmishing around the map. Practice ready with the post bomb. Gonna pop the recall first and foremost. Can he get the stick on the Vigilance in time? He's looking for the angle, but no. Archdaniel and Vigilance just concentrating fire onto the Tracer. So for the blue team right now, 3 people onto the point, just trying to keep the contest alive. Digital Chaos and Cyreza though in a bad spot. The Moira forced to fade out, and the Moira actually staying alive thanks to the efforts there of the Wrecking Ball, just putting up a lot of pressure with the encircle play. In the meantime, the blue squad trying to form up their lines, not really giving up the second stick in this situation. They have cleaned up the rest of the red team, and right now the only stragglers are the ones on the point. Arcalpha is now tossing the Dragon Strike into the bell. It looks like the bell has rung for Redux. But yeah, if you guys do want to join, the battle tag is just there to join. Anyone can join. It's very, very simple. Just add the battle tag of you can come into the lobby, or I'll invite you myself. There is no restrictions. It's just, you know, you have to be okay with the ping. Now for the red team, they are using the ultimates to get these pickoffs and practice getting rid of Timora. Calamitous killing Yumi as well. The red team though staying on out in front. Redux really low, gonna fall. Archon falls, getting to, showing everyone how daddy does it in this fight. Boss Max just hiding now with the Doomfist, trying to get on out. Cyreza though, holding on in. The Wrecking Ball getting the grapple onto Arc Alphonse. And this is gonna be Cyreza now trying to go into backline to look for a med back or two. But gonna be very dangerous. Look at this. Timora already in position to counteract the Wrecking Ball. In the meantime, Chiaki getting picked up. Vigilance making some music onto the Dragon Bell. Can the red team make this count? 2 picks already taken here by Calamitous. 2 notches in his arrow. It has to be a third right now for the red squad as Redux corners Vigilance right now in their domestic home. Sleep Dart connecting though on to Redux. Yumi just gonna push on in with the Reinhardt. Practice now coming on out. Calamitous with the Dragon Strike into the backline as well. Now Practice just zipping along, forcing Timora to give chase. The Reinhardt just struggling to make an impact here. And the red squad right now able to go for the second checkpoint. That was a very, very close push there from the red team. It was such a bad spot for them in a myriad of situations. But now Chiaki can get bounced around by Cyreza. Boss Map with the roller as well. Grab the surge still coming on out from Chiaki. Calamitous on the other hand getting a trade back instead onto Vigilance. And now the boosted Zarya now coming on in. Arc Alphonse with the Dragon Strike to the right hand side. And here comes Boss Map landing onto that Hanzo, looking for another target. Archdaniel though whipping out the shurikens, and the red team have the advantage, but it's just not enough as of yet. Vigilance can stay on the point. We do see Timora charging off into the distance, gonna fall there in the backyard of Calamitous. This Hanzo right now just popping off and popping heads. Can the blue team get on back? Chiaki gonna go for the last minute contest with the Diva, but Calamitous focusing on the other targets instead. He gets dashed, but decent strike there from Archdaniel, but the red squad still getting some kills along the way. They don't have the prime position though, and the blue team has been able to congregate. Can the red team force their back out? They need to retreat instead. They need to get on out, unless this post bomb makes a difference. The stick on the floor gets absolutely nothing. This needs to be retreat right now from the red team. They have used too much in this fight and have not gotten anything in return. Dude, I don't know my consonants. He fell? Be careful. Anyway, oh, Redux! That's Redux deciding to play a little bit of football there with the Reinhardt, going for the tackle on the side, gets the stun onto the Reinhardt, and the red team right now taking the advantage here. Here comes Archdaniel though with the Hero Blade. Can he get another kill? Digital Chaos, the only one has fallen right now. He gets punched up instead by Boss Map, and the red squad right now able to finish up the map in a pretty decent amount of time. 2 minutes and around like 12 seconds here for the red squad. It's gonna be an interesting time to say the least.
Switching sides.
And 2 minutes and 14 here for the red team. On the other hand, the blue team might be looking for a better time bank in this situation. Can the red team hold them on the outside? So just a quick reminder, guys, our scrims will end by around 9:20. I'm not gonna try to push it too much because we're gonna have a scrim leave game by 9:30. More or less, it's gonna be delayed 10 minutes because no one is ever ready by the proper time. But yeah. But yeah, that's our schedule for the day. That's gonna be lasting till around at most 11, and we'll see if we're gonna do anything else afterwards. But anyway, just a lot of Overwatch tomorrow. There's gonna be another Scrim League game, but I'm looking to make a little bit of StarCraft content tomorrow. Hopefully, I've been missing out for the past week, just due to my pretty tight schedule. But yeah.
Attackers
Just
incoming.
try to maybe do a full casting session because I do have a big backlog right now. So maybe we can do a casting session by the nighttime. And on Thursday, community scrim again here, same thing, same time, same place. Friday, I'm really looking to want to do What's Team Fortress pugs with this SG community alongside Yuri's. Hopefully he's available, hopefully I'm available, but I'm keeping my Friday clear for that because I haven't done it in a while, and it's always a pleasure to have the SG community in. On Saturday, Sunday, nothing much on the weekend except our usual scrim again, so that's pretty much the schedule for the week. But anyway, it is what it is. I mean, the blue team right now on the attack. 2CP best map, of course. 2CP is the best shit. As Yumi is gonna be on the Zenyatta, putting the Discord Dart onto Cereza. Arctano pockets up however by the Harmony. And Calamitous right now getting a pick off their arc to arc Alphonse. So for the red team, it looks like their defense is gonna hold for a while. Practice! Beautiful ice hold there. And trapping Tamura. Looks like she's gonna turn the Reinhardt even more so into a cold ghost. Chiaki though getting the right clicks onto Bossmack, and the problem right now is running a jump fight against a Zarya of Chiaki's caliber. Is look at that, 100 energy, maximum energy here for the blue Zarya. He's just playing it safe, doesn't want to get picked off along the way. So this is gonna be a tight turn, and later on, just keep an eye out on Chiaki. Digital Chaos though popping the coalescence, pointing it to the right hand side. Tomorrow with a heroic charge, and the blue team now running them over. There you go, Chiaki just whittling down Cereza so quickly, getting so much energy from Tomorrow as well. Redux just hopping up on top, just having a perch and getting 2 kills. He needs to go for the contest however, and he's gonna die along the way, just running around in circles before he falls. And the blue team having an easier time than the red team in terms of that first attack. Looks like we're gonna be in the long haul here on Hanamura as Bossmack now trying to get the back. Arctano! What was that, Arctano? ... Arctano making a big mistake in that situation. In the meantime though, this is gonna be the blue team ready with 4 ultimates. They are gonna try to go for the push. They didn't get the wall climb in time. Arctano just a big oof right there. Lucky for him, he is gonna get spawn advantage. He's gonna get a closer spawn than usual, and he's gonna be at the bulk of his team already. On the other hand, this has given the red team a chance to set up and practice, just taking the advantage there, taking advantage of the lines, going into the backline, getting rid of Alphonse. The Hanzo having to respawn right now, and then another delay here for the blue team. They are struggling to actually move on into the temple of Hanamura itself. Now here comes practice again, looking for the Hanzo. Can he get the one clip in time? The Hanzo not getting the shot on out, and here comes another successful spawn camp here from practice's side. Captain Surge coming on out. Here comes the Dragon Blade though. Arctano making a difference, avenging his father, going for Calamitous this time. 3 kills in the name, but Cyreza's mines is not slashed on, and his body is gonna fly off into the distance instead. The hit registration there just not counting at the right time. That was a dash into the mines. Redux though switching over to the Bastion. We'll see if this Bastion can actually make it count. Hello, Digi. Coalescence available here for Vigilance. Corning practice on the other hand. Redux though just making it rain some hail here on to Tomorrow. Lead coming on out on all sides. Digi, why'd you attack me like that? Just look this. Redux showing everyone how it's done on that hit scan. The blue team on the other hand forced to back on that. Chiaki cornered here by the med pack, meets the pulse bomb, doesn't get blown up by it, and has 100 entry right now. Can Cereza stay alive? No, he can't. Chiaki with another kill, but it's just not gonna be going in the favor of the blue squad right now because they're not able to get onto the point. Arctano and Chiaki having a quick little stare off, and Calamitous decides to get in the way with an arrow to the face of that Genji. It's just like one of those scenarios where in those movies and just the two characters are staring into each other longingly. They're in war. So many people dying around them, and one of them gets shot by a sniper. And it's just the saddest moment. I'm not projecting or anything, guys. As Chiaki right now can be assisting the Reinhardt in this situation. Timur gonna drop on down as well. Yumi on the other hand up on top. So Razor gonna get that Discord Orb. It's gonna be a difficult task for Razor to actually push on in as well for him. That is what it is right now. The blue squad finally getting his pick off. Yumi showing everyone how it's done with the orbs of destruction. 3 kills now for the blue squad. Transcendence pop by Yumi as well. What is this? A Transcendence from Yumi forced out by Practice. Arc Alphonse though getting the headshot there. And it's going to be enough for the red squad to force the Reaper to drop on down. Instead, Arctaniel though can't swoop into the Ghost. Grab the Surge completely left though by Chiaki. That's a rare sight to see. And the red team right now having 2 members onto the point. Here comes the third. Redux perfect uppercut onto Yumi. And gonna dash on down. Instead, Practice forced to step on out. And Timura right now with the charge. No one on the point for either team. But Chiaki staying on. Will this be a C9? Yes, it is. No one can make it from the red squad. And that is a big oof there for the red team.
Score 2-2. Switching sides.
2 minutes 14 to 3:28. The red team right now just in style in the lead, and we'll see if they can make this count. Oh crap. Anyway, where are we? So for the biggest problem there, the red team was they honestly had that fight. They could have actually taken it there, but they all decided to go on down instead. The Tracer as well zipping around here, not able to go for the recall for the last minute contest, and that's just a big struggle for them right now because we are gonna go for another round with the blue team. With the blue team on that first defense, and the biggest problem with that one is the red team is gonna be put on the clock, put under so much pressure, and we'll see if the red squad can handle the furthest in this situation. How many people we have in the lobby? Why is red spectate only?
4, 3, 2.
But anyway, the red squad right now ready to come on in with a fast and furious lineup with a Wrecking Ball main tank only. And when you run a Wrecking Ball only, it really goes to show that this is going to be a skirmishing lineup because you're really not going to be protecting anyone. Your DPS is going to be in the triplicate, so you're just leaving them to fend for themselves, but at the same time, try to set things up with the pile driver. And in the meantime, Cereza though already focused down, forced back on that to make that 3 kills here for the blue squad. Calamus though, just a one-man army getting rid of both the arcs. And here comes the Genji again, swooping in. Calamus with a third, taking his time, picking apart the blue team very methodologically. One by one, they do fall. Timura now getting sucked up by Digital Chaos, and there you go with the orb. Wrecking Ball now trying to swoop on out. Calamus into the corner again. Can the Genji get another kill? Yes, he can. Vigilance is the one next in his list. This is just so many bounties here for the Genji in this situation. Timura now being chased around. Here comes the Mercy. Pile driver now connecting. Cereza gonna get that kill, and that's a perfect reflect now. Calamus wants to end this fight here and now. Dragon Blade is out and about. Arc Alpha is gonna fall. Arctaniel gets dashed on as well. Can the red team capitalize with these staggers to push on into the second checkpoint without any contesting? Yes, they are. Razor now gonna go on in. Calamus is there as well. 2 kills now for that Genji, and this is really Calam on fire. Finally, Arc Alphonse able to stop all this onslaught here from that red Genji. We do see a quick little pause here from the red squad, but they are still keeping on with Cereza and Practice moving on, and the pulse bomb is available, but the red team doesn't really want to invest in this fight too much. They have lost a number of members. Practice out trying to hop on out, getting the blinks just in time. He's really low though, being chased around by the Genji. Calamus though with the vengeance gets rid of Arctaniel, who overextends, chasing after that Tracer. And the red squad though make this count. Please be careful. The blue team now setting up by the point. Here comes Timura, just encircling the 3rd floor, just being a pendulum swing, going around and around, looking for a target or two, trying to pile driver someone, but gets absolutely nothing and gets flashbang instead by Redux, who's out and about. Practice going for the pulse bomb. Digital Chaos with a beautiful coalescence as well, getting rid of Arctaniel. Mines are all over the place, and it's gonna be half a minute remaining here for the red team. Chiaki and Vigilance right now onto the left-hand side. Here comes Timura again. The blue mines are into play, but the Deadeye is prime. Redux looking for a target, gets rid of the Hanzo, and this is gonna be the red squad right right now, staying on again. Calamitous is there, focusing down on the Vigilance. Digital Chaos getting that takedown. Calamitous now using the sword for Minesweeping Persistence, but the Nano Blade from Arctangel, a lot more potent. 3 kills to his name, and the blue squad right now able to defend this pretty handily. Calamitous really low, gonna fall to Arctangel. The only one left is gonna be the Tyresa on that hamster ball. The Hammond in a dire spot, gonna get the shields on up, but grabbed up by Chiaki, and that's gonna be that takedown. Yo. Ganun.
Score 2.
Why? Ano naman ginawa ko?
Switching sides.
Kakaibay. Kakaibay kasi. Not yet. Ow. Oh, BM. Oh. Toxic. Toxic free community, by the way. Toxic free community, by the way. The most toxic free. Do you believe that OverRush is the most toxic free community in the whole world? Not at all. Like, how not at all? Completely the opposite. Okay. I'm glad to hear these wise words from you, Claire. So you guys want to check out our music? Oh yeah! I need to update the command now. No, I mean it has your Spotify, it has your MV. That's good. That has your Spotify. They can listen to your new hit single, Ceasefire Night, now available on Spotify. Type in !Dion on Twitch chat to open up her page and check out her music.
1.
Toxic so much hate. Stop, Leah. It's just a prank. It's just a prank, bro. Everyone's just having a prank there with Arc Alphonse. Arc Alphonse taking it a little too seriously, but it's just a joke. Tomorrow, okay, that was some interesting meteor play there from Tomorrow. He just stays on there. In the meantime, the blue team gonna go to the right hand side of the red squad. It's gonna be practice, gonna be bounced around. And Tyresa just being completely useless, honestly. Just going around and around the point. The blue team is like, okay, we're not gonna go there, we're gonna kill everyone else. That's a really good decision making there from the red squad, to be honest. Like, if you see a wrecking ball like that, most people just decide, oh, okay, we're gonna fight you there while you're going around something. And just the red team right now taking advantage of the lack of synergy here from the red team's first defense. Arctangel and Yumi gonna fall to the hand of Digital Chaos, and the defense is gonna be hold. Lack of synergy for the offense, rather, what I meant a while ago. Because Tomorrow not really setting anything up for the blue team. He's just being a complete nuisance on the wrecking ball. Gets flanked up by the Shuriken along the way. Calamitous now looking for another set of targets and trying to charge up his blade. Gravity Surge is available here for practice. Tyresa ready. The Mind's Coalescence is available as well. Now Calamitous gonna drop one down onto Arc Alphonse. Doesn't get the instant dash kill in time. Just a little healing there from Vigilance, or just not enough damage there for Calamitous. Either way, it's gonna be the Hanzo surviving. A very questionable Nano Blade here. A very questionable flurry of ultimates here from the red squad, because they already made such a big difference with the Minds and with the Graviton Surge. Didn't need to use it there. It's gonna be a team kill. But I feel like the red team is just regretting that one so heavily right now. Vigilance caught on out. He's gonna put up the spray. Calamitous is gonna put up the deflect as well. He needs to get out. He doesn't have the Swift Strike, however. Can Arctangel make it in time? Calamitous though able to get back into the safety base of the Hanamura gates. On the other hand, Chiaki gonna launch his self-destruct, gonna go by the bell. Digital Chaos though, almost caught out. It's gonna be Boss Mac instead, falling in that situation. There's a coalescence though from Digital Chaos, pointing it at Chiaki. Chiaki now gonna go onto the point. And the blue team gaining the foothold that they need. The Moira though staying on with some pressure. Dragon Strike cutting the blue team's advance in half as well. Coalescence though coming out from Vigilance, and his beam is more superior this time. He gets whooped out however, and he does lose the Coalescence along the way. Now to the Chaos really low, gonna fall to his counterfight. Minds though are here, and Vigilance almost gets blown up. Where are we? That was a weird camera angle. Timora just going around and around again. Can the blue team make this count? Can they go for the capture? Yes, they can. 50 seconds remaining. Gonna have a minute and 18. What was that? What was that? Timora. I don't know what that was from Timora. but deciding to drop on down into the gardens instead. But still, the arcs are just getting the kills for the blue team. Redux right now gaining the reflect in this place. Storm arrows are primed. Tamura right now gonna swoop on to the right hand side, and here comes the mines from Tamura. This is gonna be so close though. 47.8% to 48.5, and Chiaki with the big bomb. The only one left is Calamitous. Digital Chaos coming on in as well. The Genji though staying alive. Serays are gonna fall. The only one left is Kalam. He's not gonna make the Dragon Blade in time, and the blue squad able to take that one 4-3. A very close game. Nice hamstone, big mood. I was like, what the fuck was that? What did I just watch there? Anyway, okay, thank you guys. Who has to lead so I can fix love. My dad. I'm good. Chiaki's gotta go. So welcome guys to Nepal, and we will see the blue team and the red team coming on a dome pick. Okay, there you go. So welcome guys to left field for joining on in. Let's see if this Reinhardt can actually show his stuff. Thanks for the follow there, Leah. And I'm just pissed off. I wasn't getting the follow notice a while ago, but thankfully I got that one. Ice Wall now coming out from Brave Fencer. Can Brave Fencer stay alive in the face of the Brigitte? Here's the charge though from left field, who's coming from left field, but he gets hammered though by Vigilance and the charge connecting. So for the blue team, they do have the advantage. 3 members of the blue squad getting some kills along the way. Brave Fencer as well, just running around with that Mei, and we do get the DC. That's probably Kalam disconnecting also. Kalam, why you DC? Questionable. Who wants in? Or Kalam? Because he's not gonna come back. Gonna come back anytime soon. So yeah, unfortunate there, but we will need another substitution. Is Tim AFK? Okay, let's put in Jun. Who wants to move on in? Why is Redux down here? Starting. Okay, let's get back into this. Easy lol. Goddamn Leah. Why you mashing on me so? Arctana though out in front. Fire Falcon gonna fall. Here comes the blue squad again, just so dominant, even with another mid-game substitution. We'll see if the red team can actually congregate, because they really need to actually figure out how they're gonna play this. They have a Reinhardt, they have a Brigitte. They also have an interesting pick. They have a Soldier 76 to try and give some sustained damage, but I feel like the Soldier is just not enough to keep up with the Reinhardt and the Brigitte in this situation. On the other hand, Arctana is ready with a grab, trying to get into the backline. 100 entry to his name. There's a charge from Vigilance as well, and it's going to be a tough time here for left field to try and protect the rest of his team, because for the blue squad, they are just running rampant. 3 kills to their name. Arctana right now showing everyone how it's done. And just another team wipe here for the red squad, for the blue squad rather. Sweefry, the only survivors staying nearby by the spawn point. Left field and lone, ready with their ultimates. However, can the Shatter Nano Boost combination actually work out in the favor of the red squad? The blue team having a similar approach. The Vigilance is just ready and waiting to go for the defense. Yumi on the other hand, I just realized right now, playing that solo healer, needs to pop the buy grenade in time for herself before she gets picked off alongside the fight. Shatter now coming on out from left field. It gets blocked immediately by Vigilance, but has a terrible ice wall there from Brave Fencer. He's gonna try to turn things around for himself with that Blizzard, but he gets picked off by Fire Falcon. Unfortunate there for Vigilance. That could have been such a good setup, but still the red team in this fight. Dome now gonna fall to the hand of Jun. Puncher getting stunned up as well. The McCree right now showing everyone how it's done to get some heads, to get some pickoffs by the shoulder line. 90% right now for the blue team. Can the red team get back into the fight? Nano Boost going the way of Fire Falcon as well, but he gets grabbed up. The blue team just hiding behind. Deadeye coming on out from Jun as well to the right hand side. The red squad though still give him the opportunity to move on to the point. Platinum GSC getting the Nano Boost as well as the blade in this situation. Dome gonna fall. They're looking for some pokes. The blue squad right now able to finish this one up with a team kill. I'm not Lamar doing a good job casting. Oh, thanks man. Thanks. I'm just like ribbon on the players always having technical issues, which I hate myself, honestly. It's like pangit ba yun? You blocked the shot
My ultimate is charging.
of your teammate. Sad reacts. Pepe hands. And the Nano Blade. Oh, I didn't see.
5, 4,
If your team asks for the drop ball, you know naman how to drop it, diba? Drop the wall anyway.
My ultimate is charging.
Yeah, I mean, all you need to do is press the button again. You got this. Just giving some advice there. Brave Fencer. All you need to do, guys, is when you're playing the Mei and you use the Ice Wall, right? The biggest, most important thing to do is just coordinate with your team. As Foncher getting two with the grapple hook, just bouncing Vigilance and Arctino into the pit. And just a beautiful engagement there from Fonchik. We just watched the Reinhardt and Zarya fall down in the corner of our eyes. Junia doesn't need any theatrics. Going for a headshot there onto Dom. Londo gonna push on in, spotting out Kerrigan, and there's a takedown from Fonchik, a pile driver connecting. And we see some tactical crouches there from Lone as well. Toxic free community, by the way, as the red team right now onto the left hand side. Here comes Fonchik again, pile driver connecting, mines are there as well, and the blue squad right now trying to go for the push. Vigilance hooking up Sweet Fry, and Archdaniel with the cannon kill. So for the blue team, they are cornered, but they are not out of this. They are using all this corner play to charge up the Zarya gun, to charge up the Doomfist shields as well, to go for the push. In the meantime, Yubi is ready with the nano boost. Can they go for the last minute push here? Can they go for the desperation attack? Archdaniel getting rid of Lone along the way. Fonchik though, beautiful pile driver. Dongang now swooping on in with that Genji, but Archdaniel still just doing too much damage with that Zarya. For the red team though, they are going to be able to stay on to the point. Now we do have Jun bouncing around the left field. Can the red squad get on back? The blue team now getting another set of kills, and it looks like they are going to get the flip in this situation. The only one left right now is going to be Fire Falcon. He's ready with the Death Blossom in just one more shot onto this Roadhog. Vigilance instead with the right click hook combination, something you rarely see compared to the left click hook one. So the hook left click. So there are two combinations for Roadhog, if you guys didn't know. The basic one is you hook them first, then you go for the shot and you go for the melee, right? The other one is a little more different. If you know they're at a distance that they can get fragged almost immediately by the right click, you can go for the right click first, then go for the hook to do some damage. And that is not something you should rely on. It's very situational, but still, it's always an option in a situation like that. Anyway, Platinum, beautiful Dragon Blade there, getting half of the opposing team, gets a fourth onto Dom. Now 5 ultimates ready here for the red squad. And it's gonna be a struggle here for the blue team to even get a proper defense at this rate. Fonchik though popping the mine, Sweet Fry on the other hand with the rally, and it's gonna push Archdaniel to the brink. The red squad right now trying to go for the push again, and here comes the red team dropping on down, the rally connecting, the shield bash onto Archdaniel as well, but Vigilance with a beautiful hook. Dom right now gonna try to go for the push, left field on the other hand, ready with the shatter. Archdaniel now covered, the red squad right now staying onto the right hand side, good wall, and a even better blizzard here from Brave Fencer. Vigilance taking advantage, bouncing everyone around. Sadly, Sleeper doesn't connect from Lone, and left field with a perfect shatter onto 2. Jun now onto the floor, and the red squad right now staying on with the approach. They are going to be able to force the blue team to back out along the way. For now, the red squad keeping their damage ultimates in check. They do have the Death Blossom as well as the Dragon Blade available. On the other hand, Jun has decided to switch over to a Zenyatta. That's gonna be an interesting pick. But Dom has the blade. Gonna be a tough time here for the blue team to counter this with the set of ultimates. But Jun instead staying on with the approach, staying on with his aim, and gets a headshot there onto Dom. Fire Falcon on the other hand, Death Blossom coming on in, and the red team right now just gonna go for the spawn cap along the way. Archdaniel though gonna swip on over to the Wrecking Ball. Can he make it out in time? He's hitting the corners, slowing down his speed, and he's not gonna make it. The red team able to show signs of life and able to get the point in that fight. Hello, sister.
Score.
1-3 kg, damn. First Claire, it's here.
Hostile environment warning. Low temperatures detected.
anyway. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, anyway, so where were we? Where were we? So for the blue team and the red team, they are down to the wire. Gonna be a 1-1 score. Nepal Village is gonna be placed where they're gonna go for the last minute duel. Platinum though, looking for a sniper to gets already 1 kill. But the blue squad having advantage in the situation. They have gotten 2. The red team forced the back one out as well. Left field really low, and without Lone in the process, it's gonna be up to Dom to actually heal up the Reinhardt. So healer 7-6 in full effect. The blue squad now gonna go for the point. We do have a contest, however, from the wrecking ball of Funchik. The bio orb in the face, the bio grenade is there rather, and now Sleep Dart connecting onto Funchik. The hamster just taking a nap, dreaming of better days, dreaming of a better outback. But still, the blue squad staying on with this defense. We do have Vigilance now out in front. Left field, gonna go for a duel. Dom on the other hand in the high ground. Tactical Visor is available. He gets to turn things around onto Jun. Gonna sprint on by again. But here comes Arctania now getting the peak and gets that takedown. So for the blue team, the Reinhardt and the Brigitte staying on to the point. It's gonna be such a hard threat for the red team to actually deal with. Now we do have Patrick now being bounced around, gets stunned up, gets taken down by the hammer and the mace. And this is them in their element. Arctaniel and Vigilance is staying on to the point. Close quarters is the name of the game. No one can go for some pokes onto them past their shields, and this is going to be the blue team staying on with just 2 characters in this defense. Now Brave Fencer giving his teammates a quick little reprieve with the ice wall out in front, allowing Arctania and Vigilance to reset up once again. But Arctania caught onto the right hand side. Fire Falcon shutting down the Brigitte. A nano boosted Reinhardt though, looking out for blood, looking out for revenge. And this is going to be Vigilance popping the shatter. Transcendence is there as well from the side of Jun. The blue team right now staying on with the approach, staying on with the push. 2 kills to the name of the blue squad. I'm just loving this defense here from Vigilance and Arctaniel. Absolutely standard in this fight. For the blue team right now, we do have the Blizzard available. Brave Fencer gonna go for the Blizzard, but it gets cancelled there by Sweetfry. The red team right now swooping on in with the rally, just advanced so enabled here by the Brigitte. Sweetfry getting 2 kills along the way. Firepack and really low, gonna fall, doesn't get the Death Blossom in time, but the blue squad is forced to concede the point. So this is the time for the red team to shine. This is the time for them to actually start their countdown to victory. But the blue team has been very strong in close quarters. What the red team has struggled is trying to contest against Arctaniel and Vigilance. This time though, Sweetfry and left field are ready to go. Bar Falcon as well can do a lot of damage with the Reaper, but the real question is, can they keep this up? Fire Strike now tossed down out there by left field. He does have the shatter available, doesn't really need to do that in this situation. Just looking for some pokes as Fontrick popping the mines by the gateway. Vigilance able to clear that out quickly with the shield. The blue team gonna go for the right hand flag, and what's that? Dom hide just running past the whole blue team. I don't understand what Dom was doing there. He gets sleep darted by Yumi, and that was a big mistake there from that soldier. 76 Jun able to go on that Zarya, getting 2 kills to his name. The blue squad right now staying on by the point, but there is no one actually contesting this. Now Funchik is gonna get caught in the pincer. Arctaniel taking it up, blowing the bio grenade onto his counterpart. But here comes Brave Fencer now, putting up the wall, putting it down. Has learned his lesson, and it's gonna be a focus fire onto that. Now can the red team make it out in time? Left field hopping around, gonna go for some hammer strings. Fire Strike is there as well. Can the blue team get this back? Yes, they can. Fire Falcon though with the last minute contest. Death Blossom available, but he's gonna die immediately. The red team having one more chance at this with Funchik just rolling on by on the top part like a marble race. Can he make it out though? He has to go for the touch. Now he gets it just in time. Just gentle approach. A shatter though connecting onto the wrecking ball, and that might be a period in the end in the escapades of the red squad as the blue team is gonna take it 2-1.
Victory. Play of the game.
It's like, okay, we need some subs and stuff. But anyway, so for the red team, they are going to be running with Jun, literally advancing all the way in. Tomorrow even getting rid of Vital on the Widowmaker. So for the red squad right now, they have a very, very superior approach in this attack. Tomorrow making it rain down below, Fire Falcon pointing up to try and deal with the Pharah. But this is just going to be the red team DPS just having a field day along the way. The red team though, not even capturing the point, they're just gonna decide to play team deathmatch instead. Vital under a lot of pressure, gonna fall to the shurikens. On the other hand, what is happening on the point? I don't even know anymore. It's Dom, just literally chilling with the Orisa. Look at this, he's just emoting, he's just staying on, he's allowing the red team DPS to do whatever they want. Brave Fencer though, getting the speedster, slowing her down. And now that's a kill there onto that Tracer, something you don't really see too much with the Mei in that scenario. A Brave Fencer going against the Orisa, and this is gonna be Dom against the elements, but Dom staying alive with how much HP? 2 HP to his name. The Orisa able to stay on under all that pressure. Brave Fencer sadly not able to hold the left click just half a second longer. Jin right now looking for another snipe after getting a pick up onto Yuumi, gets Platinum in that situation alongside Calamitous. And really just the red team right now, their DPS division pretty potent in this situation. On the other hand, Rocket Barrage is available. Timura able to go for the boop, and he's now looking at that Widowmaker. Sightlines are in check, and Vital getting rained on by Timura. Platinum though looking for a duel. Vigilance now really low, gonna fall to the Venom Mine, and of all things to die from will be the mine. Here comes Brave Fencer out in front, Calamitous giving chase, and that's gonna be the takedown. On the other hand, Jun looking for another target after Platinum. This Widowmaker right now really having a quick little grudge match there against Vital. Robrush though coming out from the left hand side. Vital still able to get the pick. Just the corner of the Pharah able to speak out of the building. Infrasight now is Pop. Jun gonna respond in kind, and Vital wins that one in a 1-0. Ew. Vital just showing Jun how it's done, but the fight isn't over yet. I love seeing all these one-on-one matchups with the Pharah, with the Mercy, with the Widowmaker, but still Calamitous is having his own kind of game. All he's doing is he's going for some pickoffs with that Genji, just having some fun, just warming up as much as possible. And really, it's just target prioritization here for Calamitous. He's just looking for the targets that are really low, targets he can insta-kill. Yuumi right now hopping away, doesn't want to get killed by the Genji. Gonna pop the trance at the last moment, keeping Brave Fencer alive. But the problem right now for the blue squad is they don't really have a presence on the point, they don't really have presence on the map, and they're just getting slashed around, bounced around by the Genji, the Widowmaker, and the Pharah. The red team right now running this triple DPS composition to fruition, and they finish it up with a 100-2-0 to start things off. Full lobby? No. Last game, because I have Scrim League on at 9:30. So yeah, it's me a game. It's like Scrim, and then there's gonna be another Scrim. That kind of deal, lamao. Yun yung peg, guys. If you guys aren't part of the OverRush PH Discord yet, feel free to join the community. Just type in !Discord in the chat to actually get the link. But anyway, this might be the last one here for the red squad. If they do take this, we are gonna be done for our scrims for the day. On the other hand, the blue team gonna have a Roadhog solo tank for Fire Falcon. Looks like they have decided that the best thing that they can do right now is just try and deal with the red team in their own game. Funchik though looking for some boops, trying to make a highlight reel for himself, trying to meet the DSP stanky of the PH for some reason. He gets a boop onto Platinum, and Platinum now really low. The McCree caught on out, and that's a problem for the blue team right now. They don't really have a main tank. It's Dom just able to stay on with the approach with that Orisa. All he's doing is just tossing out some fusion cannon shots from behind the barrier. Fire Falcon on the other hand gonna try to go for the hook. Tamura though isn't the perfect target to do so to that, because he has jetpacks, and Dom right now with that takedown.
Not so fast.
So the red team having the initial advantage already in terms of composition, but ooh, Vital! Oh, that's Jun! That's Jun almost falling into the hole. Dom just watching that one. Vital right now under a lot of pressure from Timura. Jun on the other hand looking for some sidelines, gets a headshot there onto Brave Fencer. Platinum though into the side, doesn't get a kill onto the Widowmaker. That's just a tough time here for the McCree. He might want to switch on out because he's not hitting the shots that he should be hitting in this situation. Now the blue team gonna go for the push with the Lucio and the Symmetra, but that's not really the most potent combination in the core. Back then, when the gun just locked on to the targets, the Lucio and the Symmetra was a potent combination, but right now it's just pretty iffy. Vital though, beautiful shot there onto Funchick. The blue squad trying to go for the contest. We do have the Lucio and the Roadhog staying on to the right hand side. Dom right now just keeping the barrier up, gonna pop the hold as well. This is going for some environmental kills. Platinum now speed boosted into the back. Calamtus gonna fall in that fight. In the same vein, Dom staying on left field. On the other hand, Zenyatta just keeping up the pressure. And I feel like this game is just a completely messy approach for both squads. The only thing that is constant in this game right now is the fact that Dom is able to stay on the point with the barrier. Everything else, everyone is just running around. The blue team trying to go through the lighthouse as the red team is just getting these kills left, right, and center.
Rendezvous at my position.
Now, two ultimates make that 3 here for the red team, but Platinum with another pick off this time on to Jun. He wants to go for a flank with the Deadeye, but it hasn't really worked out for the blue team in this process. At the same time, he's giving away his position by shooting at the red team right now. Deadeye now in prime, but no one in line of sight. A beautiful pick there by Calamtus, just going to go for the post. Sleep Dart out of nowhere, just a perfect flick. Tomorrow on the other hand gets Nana boost up. Rock Barrage is enabled. The blue team just struggling to make a difference, struggling to make an impact. Vigilance bringing back Yubi to life. Can this Lucio do something in this fight? No, tomorrow gonna get that takedown at the last moment, and that's gonna be the game. A perfect stomp by the red team to end it. I'd love to go for another one, but we don't have time, friends. Thursday again.
Play of the game.
Thank you for all. Lama's getting that play of the game.